Hey everybody, it's Lance the Lush. Sorry about that. Um, I had to change one thing over real quick. Um, hey, it happens. I think I'm kind of set up this time around. This is the LTL General Chat. I'm here for now. And a couple people have popped up all of a sudden. I guess I can send the link out. Let me do that real quick. Do 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 do. Give me one moment here. Who just popped in? To the right screen. And oh, Craig's here. Good evening. Give me one moment here. I'll be right with you. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nothing's really going on tonight. It's cold out there. It's cold, it's windy, it's nasty. And this day started off so good too. It really did. It really, really did. Probably wonder I'm drinking. I got a little bit of an issue here, and I'll show you. This is that homebrew I made. And it started off so well too. And it's like, I'm trying to figure out what happened. I need to ask about this. Oh, that's right. Oh, you're still out and about. When I first made this beer, it tasted so good. Now it's went all in the wrong direction. I don't know why. I really don't. It's supposed to be my ghetto American light ale. It started really good. Now it's just basically water. I don't know what in the world happened. I really, really don't. So, and the other keg isn't set up because I got to change out the plumbing in this thing. So, hey, it happens. You live and you learn. But what can you do? So basically, I got carbonated alcoholic water. What be going down, Redbeard? Honestly, a whole lot of nothing tonight. A whole lot of nothing. Okay, that's not totally true. Let me take that back. I finally had an ice cold Labatt and a homemade pizza in the oven, Italian sausage, and banana peppers in the oven. So Tyler might be in. It's like getting ready to stuff his face. I finally started the Kickstarter campaign. Now, if you watch my end this season Lush talks from about 90 minutes ago, you'll see exactly what's going on there. This is making me mad because I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on with this. So I might have to do some home brewing diagnostics here real soon. And you get to see it live in the general chat, which I really don't want to do, but I might have to do it. And I think I know what the problem is. And I hope it is not what I think it is. Because when I made this brew, it was one of those ones where I did everything right. I put it in right. It should be right. It was right when I first started drinking it earlier today. And it's one of those ones to where I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. Yeah, that's entirely what I'm trying to figure out. It really is because it was fine earlier. So I'm about to go on the forums and ask about that. The only thing I can think of is that it froze itself somehow. And I'm getting near the end of this particular keg. And I'm starting to dump water now. But even then, that doesn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense at all. But I'm hoping that's not the reason. I'm so hoping that's not the reason. And I'm not getting sick or anything, so it's definitely not that. And I really don't want to go to the store and get a brew. I really don't know. It's bad outside right now. So it's even then, it still wouldn't have done that. Like, because I even shook it a little bit. Like before I started chat, that's what took me so long to jump on. And it's not that. It's not that at all. So I'm not sure what it is. I mean, the carbonation is fine. I mean, it still tastes like beer, but it's like very flat beer. You know, it's carbonated. And Christy Jenkins Adventures, how are you? I am doing very, very well. And the same question for you. How are you doing? I'm not disappointed. I'm more concerned. And I've never seen that. Let me take a picture of this. Because I'm going to ask. I have to ask. Yeah, this screen first. Bluetooth. Now I get to the right screen. I'm going to ask about this later. To the right. Oops. I want to take a picture of that. I know it's like. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I really don't. I'm not mad or anything. It's just the fact that, wow, just wow. Honestly, I should do something really, really, really crazy because I know this beer is like totally skunked and flat. I should crack open a bottle that I made all the way back in March. Yeah, it makes no sense. No sense at all. And I'm not totally sure, like I said, what's going on there. But how is everybody else out there doing this evening? Obviously, is anybody out there drinking anything today? Kent Beer Reviews, he's still out and about, so he can't join. I don't know if he's drinking or not. Tyler, you're getting ready to eat. How about Christian? You drink anything right now? Or you Redbeard? You guys doing anything here at the moment? If you are, let me know. I guess I could put this on the Facebook page. Drinking store-bought, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let me post this real fast. So everybody see what I'm doing. Get back to the right screen. I'm gonna come from Super Tasty Double IPA. Jay Bird says Natty Ice. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm down enjoying with some company. Ice Cold Bush. Now I haven't heard anybody say they were drinking a Bush in a while. Man, I can't remember the last time somebody even drank a Bush. Wow. There's something you don't see every day. Actually, honestly, I should review one just because. I drink Bush like water. Hey, that's what I'm drinking right now. Water. You know, this is bothersome. Now, hold on a second, guys. This is bothering the snot out of me. Here's what I'm going to do. You're going to see this in real time. You're going to see me do this in real time. Can I get over here? Gotta love when you rearrange a bunch of stuff. Can't find jack squat. Pull this out. This thing's ice cold too. Of course. You won't let me do it. Do it like this if you can see it. This is set K. Oh, you can hear the ice in there. That's why. So you gotta get to see that. That's just bothersome. I had to try that. So everybody saw it. Yeah, what a general chat. You hear me whining and complaining about beer I made, and I'm trying to figure it out. It happens. Oh, it is frozen. Yeah, you heard. You pretty sure you heard it. Where's that thing temperature at? It's not even turned up that. It's on a warmer temperature too. So I don't know what that is. So when in doubt, unplug it. Let's see what happens after it warms up. Something might happen, something might not happen. But just because I'm going to check to see what happens. That didn't do much, as you can see. Oh, thank you, Jace. Yes, you are the first. I thank you. See here, Bart's on. He says he's having a Pilsner Urquell and following up with an ice cold Slits. There you go. There's something you'll hear every day. Where's the invite? Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, hold on. I did say I was going to do that. Let me see here. About the roll. He's going already. Where's the invite? The link. I put it in. Let me see. Where'd it go? I thought I put it in here. I mean, I didn't. See, I don't know why that happened. That made no sense. That made no sense at all. I put it in, hit enter. Yeah, I just sent it again. I might have to do this the roundabout way again. How did he tell me how to do it? Okay. At least I remember how to do this. Send the invite. Go to share via Google Plus. Let me see. Go to no. See, go to public. Your circles, craft beer. See more. Let me see here. There we go. Following. Done. Paste. All right, Jay. Brother Lance, you're here. Yes, I am. And Drunken One, actually, I need you to jump into this chat because I have a question for you, if you can. I wish it was that easy. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Drunken One, let me see something here. Let me do something here real quick. I need to talk to you. I got a homebrewing question. You're the man, and you're the man to answer. Oh, and Jay, check your Google Plus. I sent it over to you. Let me do something here real quick. Google Plus. Let me try one more thing. Okay, Jay's here. Now, Jay, I got a home. I'm actually middle doing something really weird right now. So bear with me.
I'm going to jump off and come back on.
All right. Okay, he was here and he was gone again. No, let me see here. Public. See more. Drunken One. Okay. Done. Paste. Post. Okay, close. Drunken One. I check your Google Plus account. I just sent you an invite because I have a question for you. It involves this right here, this craft beer I just made. This homebrew I made. You're the man to answer this question. Wagger Mouse should be an invitey thingy. No. I sent it to you directly. Via Google Plus. No. Mine is weird. Okay, there he is. No. I sent it to you directly.
via Google Plus.
Yeah. What you got? What you got?
Okay, now since you're not on Facebook, you didn't see the picture earlier. Now Tyler's seen it. This is my homebrew here, right?
Uh-huh.
This is the American Light I made.
Okay.
Now earlier it was fine.
Uh-huh.
Now, about a half an hour ago, I started seeing this. It started getting lighter and lighter and lighter. What causes that?
Oh, hell, I don't know. It's getting lighter in color?
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, I'd never heard of anything like that.
Now I did shake it. Now, I did shake it. There is some ice in it, but the water shouldn't go all the way to the top. And I'm noticing too. I think I'm starting to end of this keg too.
Right? I mean, lighter, like from the time that you pour it to the time that you finish it.
Like what do you mean?
Like from the time that it's in a keg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about it looks different when you put it into the glass, and then if you wait 10 minutes or whatever, it's a different color.
No. Over time, no. Every glass I've gotten this afternoon.
Is progressively lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of weird. If anything, you'd think it'd be kind of darker, like if it were picking up crap off the bottom of the keg. I don't know. I just started kegging that too awful long ago, so I don't know about that one.
I mean, I figure as a homebrew, you might have an idea if it ever happened to you. That's what I was asking.
Not yet. Not yet. Well, I do the homebrew thing, but I was bottling before, so it was all like all in the same batch, and so it was a little different. No, it's been pretty consistent so far.
Oh, okay. And yet my other keg is not even set up because I got to change out my I got to change a bunch of stuff out before I even hook that one up.
Oh, okay.
Redbeard wants an invite. Give me one moment here. Yeah, I'm not Now, do you guys think it'd be safe if I actually posted the link to the chat?
That's totally up to you. I mean, I don't know how many people. Do you have any haters?
I rarely get them. I can get the fun trolls come in every now and then.
Yeah, maybe pop it up for a second.
All right, let's do it that way. Give me one moment here.
Oh. I can send it to Redbeard.
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Well, I just get to his about page, so I'm going to copy the link up there. I'm going to go over here. Let me pop this out. Over here and go to Redbeard.
Yeah, I have to do it the long way because, like this channel is not my primary channel. So I have to do it the long way around.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. He's back.
That's the way I know how to do it anyway. I just go to the about page and kind of send it that way.
Yeah.
Need some help.
I think we got it. Unless you got an answer on his kegging question he had.
On his what question?
His kegging question. He said the more beer he gets out of his keg, the lighter it is in color.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
something
to do with the sediment settling or something. I don't know.
Well, this is weird. Like that last one I just poured, it started sputtering. So I know I'm right near the end of this keg, and I'm not going back out tonight. So this is bad outside. So that's not happening.
Oh yeah. I want to say hello, Lance, and hello, Sparky, and hello, Redbeard. I do watch Redbeard's videos, but only the ones for beers that I've tried, and there's not a whole lot of congruence with Canadian and American beer brands. So
this is true. You're not wrong. There's a lot of American beers that I have never tried that I want to try. And there's probably a lot of Canadian beers that you've never tried that you'd probably like to try. That you can't just because they never make it across the stupid border with their stupid border rules. I hate it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm a 3-hour drive from Windsor, and I should go up there for a couple of days just to do that. At least I'm there regionally.
Oh yeah, man.
What I don't understand is back 25 years ago, they said, well, the NAFTA is going to solve all these problems. It'll be just one big country of trade. Well, why do we have this problem then?
Agreed.
If it's a free trade area, then where's the free trade? They should have called it the North American. They should have called it the North American highly regulated trade.
I like that.
Indeed.
We do have a whiskey hangout coming up in exactly 1 month, but apparently this is one whiskey that people in Scotland can't get, even though it comes from Scotland, which is bizarre.
Huh? How did that work?
Lance, there are so many beers and liquors that come from Europe that the Europeans cannot get. It makes no sense. Like Optimator from Spaten. But we're doing the Buchanan's 12-year age Scotch whiskey. And then they're telling me, the people in Scotland are saying, I never heard of that one. I said, what is famous around the world? It's really strange.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
What is Rail City? What is that?
Railway City Double Dead Elephant, coming in at 8% ABV. And I tried this the first year of me doing my beer reviews. I tried their 2016 edition, and it had no information on it. And I bitched about it. And now look what they put on their cans. I feel like I'm partially responsible for that. Makes me feel pretty good.
You deserve a royalty then. What's going on there? Give this man a royalty check.
Railway City, actually, they sent me a pretty big package at one point. It was awesome.
Wow.
This stuff is good.
Where are they located?
St. Catharines, London-ish area in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've been in that area.
Where? St. Thomas, sorry, is what it is.
Oh, we took a lot of road.
Sorry, go ahead.
We took a lot of road trips to Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, lots.
Don't mind me. I'm eating some pizza. Oh.
That's okay.
Mukbang.
How you been doing, Drunken One?
Oh, right. How about you?
Oh, pretty well.
Yeah.
Just doing my endless stream of beer reviews.
Right. And I see your name pop up a lot. Yeah. I don't watch a whole lot of reviews.
Yeah. I do those taste challenges, those Dawn Busters.
Yes, sir.
No, I gotta be honest with you. I'll be the first person to admit that the ones you do on Saturday mornings, I gotta work hard to get up and watch those.
Mostly the people watching that is like the overnight crew, like people that are up at that time for whatever bizarre reason, and they'll now on Saturday mornings you'll get people saying, I've been drinking all night, and they'll start writing real crazy comments, And I say, what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I say, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And they're like pretty done out by the time 6 a.m. rolls around.
Oh yeah. Normally,
you can't drink all day unless
I'm usually just waking up.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning, right?
That's right. He disappeared. No, you should be right back.
Well, I made up another batch of jerky. It's marinating now, and it's going on the dehydrator tomorrow.
Ooh, nice. Now, is it gonna be like that one you sent me, or a different one?
Oh, they're all different. I just kind of wing it each time. I do it al dente. No, this batch is gonna be super hot. There's a lot of serrano peppers in it.
Oh, I think you were talking about that before. No, that one you sent me was so good, it just wasn't enough,
I know, right? Yeah.
I told myself I was gonna pace myself out with it. I had it done in like 20 minutes.
Oh, that beef jerky was the bee's knees. I was like Taylor Swift with that beef jerky. It was like Mad Love. It was like mad. And I bragged about it, and somebody said, did you save a piece? I said, I went like Lance. I just devoured it like it.
Yeah, I try to make it so hot that it's hard to eat a bunch of it, because back when my kid was here especially, because he'd eat a pound of that crap in one sitting. It's like, dude, no, it's more of a snack. It's not a meal, you know.
Oh, it was delightful. Well, I'm drinking this creamy dark lager, if y'all don't mind.
Oh yeah.
What are you drinking there, Jay? Creamy dark lager.
Yeah, it's called Leinenkugel's Creamy Dark Lager. It's made with wheat, oats, barley, some other filler grains. It's their biggest award-winning beer. It's won more awards than any other Leinenkugel's beer. And I finally got to try it this week.
Okay.
I bet there's brewer's yeast in there. I don't know why they even say it like that, you know. No, we use bread yeast on this one. You know? Brewer's yeast. Well, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, it's if I remember right, I looked it up the other day. It's because they have all their ingredients on the Miller Coors website. It's water, barley malt, oats, wheat, corn syrup, and yeast.
I see.
I mean, why would he use corn? It's more of a filler and make it a little more sweeter. That's my question.
I don't know. And they what was I going to say? I think they said they use 7 different malt varieties.
Oh, okay.
So and then the hops, I can't remember. There's a variety, but they didn't list them. But it's pretty good. I mean, I can see why it won bronze, silver, gold multiple times at the beer festival. So,
Oh, okay.
it's creamy, and it's certified kosher.
Yes, that's very, very important.
It is important to some people. You know, that's why they put that designation on there. If you ever go to a grocery store, you check the food carefully. They kind of have that little sort of like discrete designation for the kosher foods.
Yeah, that corn syrup stuff. You know that's gonna have some GMO up in there somehow.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
Yes, sir. Well, this is supposed to be a red ale, although it's far from red. I don't know what happened.
It's a red.
Follow the instructions. It looks more like a brown ale.
No. What's the ABV on that?
5.6, I think.
Nice. And what's the IBU?
Oh, I'm not sure at all. I don't know.
Oh, let me say real fast. My beer is 4.9% alcohol, and it's 20 IBUs, I think, or 22. So okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 90 IBUs over here.
Wow.
I like me the bitter.
Yeah, I don't understand why all these IPA companies now are talking about, oh, don't worry, our IPA is not too bitter. And I'm thinking, why did that become a problem? I thought that was like the goal, and now it's all, oh, but our IPA tastes like fruit, so you'll be happy. And I'm like, not me. I like the bitter. I like the.
You can get both worlds in there. You can get a really, really bitter, really, really fruity IPA. That's like my weakness right there.
Well, a lot of people this is a theory I have with that. A lot of people are just burnt out of super hoppy beers. So and like now it's like, yes, in red beer, you are right. You can do whatever you want with it. But it's a lot of people I just think just burnt out.
No, fair enough. Just
let them sit for a while. Store them back for a while. Let the hops fade a bit, maybe. And
I never did get burnt out on it. I just think one theory I have is that there were so many people new to the craft beer scene. They weren't used to the super bitter, powerful, attack. So they toned it down so that they would be maybe favorable towards it. I don't know. That's just
you're
probably right. The kids like the sweet stuff, so they want to give them sugary sweet stuff. I don't know.
You're probably right. I mean, look at Budweiser. It's about as tame as can be. Women drink it, guys drink it. You know, it's so muted that it's hard to hate it. They made something that would kind of fulfill everybody's needs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm not speaking out.
Well, we know what good beer is, but I mean, for the general public.
Yeah, and I'm not speaking out against tame products or saying sweet and sugary beers are bad and the fruity beers are bad. I'm saying that why not? I don't know.
It appeals to the younger folks.
Yeah. Do the super intense bitter hit for the more what do you call it? The crowd that's more used to it, and then you could have. But I read what they'll say on the website, and the companies will. I keep reading that commentary, and they're saying, "Don't worry, it's not too bitter." You know, I was like, "Wow, why?" I keep reading this again and again across the companies, so it's got to be something to it. You know, I used to not ever hear that. 10 years ago, it was like, "You can't handle this; it's too bitter."
Yeah, exactly. Well, they know if they put less hops in those beers that they're going to be able to manufacture them for cheaper, because hops is a big part of the cost when it comes to home brewing.
Oh yeah,
those IPAs are always more expensive.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the hops can get expensive.
You know, it's the big thing down in Louisiana right now. Everything with rice. Yeah, that's like, yeah, right. It's like but all these craft beers made with different varieties of rice.
Mm.
There are a lot of different kinds of rice, so I imagine you could get a few different interesting flavor profiles. Like Lake of the Woods, one of the more northern breweries here in Ontario, they make a rice beer, and it's like a dark rice beer made with wild rice, and it's actually damn tasty. It's like there's nothing at all like Bud kind of thing. Like you can do some impressive stuff with rice and beer, apparently.
Oh.
Who knew?
Again, back to the cost. How much does it produce? How much does it cost to produce rice, as opposed to what does it cost to make, to produce rice, grains rather?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know. I imagine it's not super
rice.
I mean, I can buy a 50-pound bag of rice for like $10, so it's not that.
Right.
Well, I think one of the reasons is that Louisiana is a big rice producing state, like one of the top producers down there. Down there in that southwestern prairie area of Louisiana. So there's a lot of it, and I guess people always.
Well, all right. He just died.
Wow. He'll be back. It happens on his own too.
I was actually waiting for him to stop so I could interject. Like about the cost thing. Like, sure, you can get a 50-pound bag of like white cheapo crap rice, but there's rice out there that is actually relatively expensive. You know what I mean?
I was using my example.
Yeah, but Bud would be that 50-pound bag of garbage rice kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna buy brown rice or on
wild and all these
rice like that. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry, it just went. It just dropped. It just dropped. No, I was saying, and everybody's always eating rice down here, and with everything, so they got a taste for it or something. I did try this Hitachino Nest red rice beer from Japan, and that was just one of the best beers I've ever had to use red rice.
Yeah.
So some people don't like rice, they don't like to eat it. It turns them off,
Those people are weird. Rice is like one of the most easy, basic, non-offensive foods in the world. Like, how can you not, like, you can do so much with it. That's just.
I know some people that don't like it.
Yeah, it's like potato. I mean, look at everything you can do with a potato.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly.
Pretty versatile. Yeah, it's pretty versatile.
When I was a child, my mother would just make us sometimes rice with salt, and we'd put butter on it and eat that. Of course, with some maybe roast beef or something. But I always liked that rice with butter.
No, I do that time.
That's a late night snack right there.
Mm-hmm.
Something to soak up some of that alcohol.
Yeah, and put some of that. Mix some of that beef gravy with the rice.
Mm-hmm.
What, shit on a shingle? What is it? Beef tips and rice? Damn straight.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, it's the end of the week, Lance, and Drunken One and Redbeard, and I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Oh, yeah, Way. I was working all day, Way.
Right?
But it wasn't hard.
I so dropped the ball today. My kid got up for himself and got on the bus for himself the first time ever today.
Wow.
Like a stupid live chat thing till like 5 o'clock in the morning. He said my alarm was going off, but I wouldn't wake up. And he had to do everything and catch the bus this morning all by himself. He's 12, so he should be able to do this. Usually I'm there to make sure that things get done. But so I woke up and realized I was really late, and I go through the house looking for the kid. I was surprised that it all happened. I was proud, and I was embarrassed that I didn't get up. So I had mixed emotions this morning. I'm looking for him through the house, like, because sometimes I get dressed, then lay down somewhere, and then fall asleep again. But he wasn't here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Did you feel embarrassed? But I didn't.
I did too.
But I didn't have the gall to ask you. But since you mentioned it, I
was quite embarrassed. He said, "Dad, your alarm kept going off." He said, "I tried to wake you up." Oh well. Well, we've been trying to get him. He's got his own alarm clock, and he's had it for a while. But getting him to set it and then wake up to it, and getting up is different. He wakes up enough to shut it off, but it goes back to bed. He did good this morning. He did really good.
Oh, okay.
I woke up at 2:22 this morning.
Oh wow.
2:22 a.m. So golly gee.
Yeah. I was with those the HSD TV or whatever it is. Those guys that hit the lettuce, if you know what I'm saying, and
the lettuce.
Chilling with those guys. They're on late at night.
I went to bed at 8 a.m. today.
What?
Oh hell.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, Drunken One, I bet those guys that you were hanging out with always get up at exactly 4:20 p.m., huh?
Thing to do when 420 come through.
You gotta wake up a little. You gotta at least 10 minutes before 4:20. Come on, you gotta prepare.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, they were cleaning and packing and taking care of their business. I was drinking Mickey hand grenades. I was malting up with them. I was drinking some Mickey's hand grenades.
Was that a Mickey's?
Yeah, baby. They're straight. The big mouth one.
Thought so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good old Mickey's.
Oh, they're like $4.99 a 6-pack, so they're cheap, you know. Every now and then,
Man, they used to sell Mickey's in Metairie, Louisiana for $3.99 a 6-pack for years.
Wow. Yeah, I remember when you used to get a 6-pack of like Bush or whatever, something like that, and Tall Boys, and it was $2.99. $2.99.
I remember going to a store and buying Falstaff beer for $1.99 a 6-pack.
Wow.
What? Wow.
Yeah,
right?
1996. Sure did.
A long time ago.
22 years ago. And there's a can. I still have one of the cans. Look. This was part of that $1.99 6-pack. And the lady at the store says, there's glare on it. She says, well, I said, does anybody buy this stuff? She said, oh, they have a few old men that come in.
Right? Like some old Milwaukee stuff, something like that. Yeah. Or around here, it'd be like Lone Star, because some people are really dedicated to the Lone Star. Bye, Rod.
Wow. Oh, no.
No, he's back.
He's playing hopscotch.
You just saw the comment in the comments there by Lee. Actually, I'm just noticing there, Jace. This one, I'd say it tastes. It's up there. I'd give it like the if I had just took a drink, I probably would have called it like at least 70 or 80 IBUs. So I don't know about 90, but it's up there. It's really good. So good.
Okay.
Dog. I spelled that all messed up. Nobody's got to work tomorrow, huh? That's a good thing.
Yes, he's back again.
I don't got to work till.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't got to work for a while, man. It's pretty nice.
That is nice, yeah.
I want to go to Alaska this year.
What's in Alaska?
Well, nothing in particular, but I've been to 48 states, so I would like to round out 49 and 50.
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
Have you been to Hawaii?
No.
That's the last two, huh?
Yeah. But I've been to all the 48 contiguous states, you know. So
Yeah, that's cool.
I've been to 5 Canadian provinces, and I've been to every Mexican state that touches the United States.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Lance.
Yes.
Did you know you were black? That's what Redbeard said.
What?
We said you were having a hangout. And we said your name, and he's like, "Who?" I told you I was going to tell him, Red.
No,
I said,
I'd tell him.
He's a black guy.
I didn't say he's a black guy. I said he's the other. I said he's the other black guy, right?
As I know is Rod and that other guy.
Hey, that got a whole lot worse. So hey,
I just couldn't remember your name, and now, but then as soon as they said that, the thing, Lance got in there, and I was like, Lance, and I was like, is he the black? Is he the black guy? And it was like, yeah. And now since we had that whole conversation, I will now never forget that you are Lance. So
that's funny. I said, I'm going to tell Lance. I'm going to tell Lance. No. I typed it in the comments. Yeah.
Funny guy.
That's funny. I had to go there.
oh man. So, yeah, you see, my mind is somewhere else tonight. This actually looks worse now.
Looks like pineapple juice.
Is it still tasty? Is it still working for you, or is it? Does the color match the taste? You say they're getting lighter the more you drink them.
No, that one. I'm seeing all the sediment at the bottom of the glass, so it's got to be at the end of that keg. It has to be. So now I get to while we're all. Oh, very finally. No, it's not. Grab the other keg and set that one up while we're talking. So give me one moment. I'll be right back.
You use corny kegs, do you?
Now, the one in here is not a corny keg. The other one is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I nerded out about the whole kegging thing already. I found that a keg weighs 11.5 pounds, as it does. And then I did the math. I can't explain it, but it's all written down. I did the math to find out how many beers are left in there. The average beer weighs 5.4 pounds. No, excuse me, 8.4 pounds. I've got a little formula to it all. And so I'm able to find out how much beer is in there by doing a little bit of math. So the original weight of the keg minus the 11.5, and then divided by the 8.4, and that's how many gallons are in there.
Oh.
And then I think I was like multiplying it times how many ounces are in a gallon, and then dividing that by 12 to see how many like cans of beer are left in there. If that makes any sense at all. Mike, what do y'all think? Somebody respond to that. In the comments, Lee Russell says, wait, Lance is black?
You got a little tomfoolery hijinks from some people, you know.
Oh, no, it's all fun, baby. We love you.
I know. We got a few I'm actually setting up here. So what now? In this keg, so everybody knows, this was the other Ghetto American Light I made, and what I did with this one was, I I decided to do it traditionally, like I was going to bottle. So I put all the so I put everything in, the priming sugar in. I let it set for 2 weeks, and I was going to use the CO2 to just to force it through.
Oh, okay.
I did it the other
That's
way.
a good idea.
So this one should be ready to go, just warm.
I see what you're saying. Right. That makes sense. Instead of putting it in a bottle, you're just putting it in a big can in the keg.
Correct.
And that, right. Okay, that's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Now the question, hold on. Now the question becomes, did I mess it up? We're going to find out here momentarily after talk. So,
right.
So everybody watching this in the replay, you're going to see this in real time. Once I rearrange a bunch of stuff.
All right, no, that's a good idea. And then after getting into this whole kegging thing, I found that you can use it as a fermenter, and they have the lids that go on there, which corny lids and whether they're ball lock or pin lock, the lids are both the same. Well, these lids that I was talking about are they have a grommet in there that can hold an airlock. So you could actually go straight to the keg and keg or ferment inside your keg.
Correct,
that was kind of cool.
Like my source has that feature.
Yeah. Maybe you go through your primary first, and then straight off into that as a secondary, and then go from there. I guess.
Oh yes, yeah. I was gonna say is like my Firmosaurus. Now, mine don't have that particular feature, but it was an option that I looked not to get. So if I get another one, it's going to be I'm gonna have that feature. Oh, Average Joe's in the house.
Yep. Joe's here, and Lee's been here for a minute.
It's a party. It's a party in the
Joe, you want on the panel? I think Lance will allow me to send you a link.
Yeah, come on over. Where's my mallet? Here.
Joe's a good guy.
Yes, he is. I was busting my shots one night.
That's debatable.
I'm sure his ears were ringing yesterday. We were talking about him a bunch yesterday.
Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay.
Talk to that kid. Talk to it. You got to romance the stone. Huh?
Honestly, when I bought this Keginator, I love it. Don't get me wrong. But it's one of those ones to where, you know what? I should have got to accept the 2 kegs, not 1. But I couldn't pass up a deal I got.
Huh? Really? I mean, it won't hold. Mine will hold. I mean, mine is only like 2 foot by 2 foot squared.
Oh, you got a small
and it holds 3 kegs. It holds 3 kegs.
No kidding.
Yeah, when you're putting them in there, you think, oh shit, because when you're looking at it with the door open, it's like the keg actually hangs out of it a bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The door is recessed, so when you close it, it closes.
Oh, okay.
There ain't much room for anything else in there, but it'll hold those 3 cornies.
Oh, okay.
With no troubles.
Joe isn't feeling well. He can't come join. He can't come play with us.
I wasn't paying attention there. Oh, 6 of dog. All right, that's all good. Hope you feel better, Joe.
And apparently there's some kind of WWF fucking tag team match going on in the comments right now.
Hey.
It's on Daddy Friday night at the Saddle Dome. Blood will be spilled, baby doll. We're gonna look eye to eye, bleed the same blood. Yeah. Good times.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. Hate to know anybody's sick. Besides, you're probably contagious, and I don't need to get a cold.
I totally understand that. All right, let's make sure this bad boy don't leak.
A lot of people are sick.
I already went through that too. Yeah, I had a leaky keg, and I didn't realize it, and I lost probably about a half a bottle of CO2 on that dang thing.
Well, that's my thing. Is like on this the one I just hooked back up. I didn't realize there was a leak the last time. Right, for like 3 days, I didn't touch it. One night I get home from work, and all of a sudden I go pour a beer, no pressure.
Right.
Refilled this morning.
How much does it cost?
Yeah.
Hey, Lance, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How much does it cost you, like, let's say on average, to make a batch of beer?
Oh, it really depends. Like on the one I just made, only cost me $22. And Fast
Sounds
Math
right.
tells me I can get 38 glasses out of it
Okay.
on a 16-ounce pint.
Right. Okay, that sounds about right.
So I'm right around 80 cents a glass.
Well, how does it stack up against what you could buy at the store? I'm just curious.
Well, it depends what you want. I mean, it's homebrew. I mean, I'm not a Marco brewer, obviously, but
Right.
some of the stuff I made, if I compare to something else, it does stack up. Even though you can tell the differences, because I don't have the quality controls, and I don't have access to pasteurization. That's the big.
Right. Well, yeah, pasteurization, filtration. If you don't check your pH, your skills just suck. You know, yeah, there's lots of variables to homebrew.
So you're not
Should cost what they cost. I mean, even though it's science, it's a lot of science in it, and it's, you know, a lot of people watching what's happening, and it's consistent each and every time. I still don't feel that it's worth the cost that y'all pay for some of those beers. That the materials just don't cost that damn much, you know.
Correct.
Especially when you're brewing things on such a huge scale.
Correct.
That's what I like at it. I don't know.
So you're not a macro brewer, but you say sometimes. So in your case, it's sort of hit or miss.
Correct.
Like you had one. I noticed you had that brown ale, and you said it didn't have any carbonation, and you were disappointed with that. I tried homebrew twice in my life, and boy, it was dynamite. I mean, it was just fabulous. So, but that was twice, you know. Those guys seem to know what they're doing down there in Metairie, those two homebrewers. But how about you, Drunken One? How much does your homebrew on average cost you, like for a batch?
Just like Lance, it depends. My favorite beers, it costs $17.70 for the grains to do a stout. It's a dry stout. A stout is good for a home brewer because it hides a lot of stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be clear, obviously, because it's totally black. Your water profile doesn't have to be exact because all the malt flavors. It's just it's a very forgiving beer to brew. Is a stout. Now on the other hand, I've got some IPAs. They're about $26 a bucket for those. There's barley wines. They're like 34. It just depends on what you're brewing.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to do mine in 10-gallon batches. Usually, if it's something I know I've done before and I do it in 10-gallon batches because you've got the same cleanup, you know, and so you might as well just go big on those.
No, that makes total sense too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my stouts I usually do in 10-gallon batches.
It sounds to me like y'all love that hobby.
Oh, it's a great hobby, and the thing is, you can be lazy with it. You can, as long as everything's clean, you can leave it in those buckets until you get ready to do something else with it. You know, whether you move it to another bucket for clarity or it goes to kegs or bottles, it can sit as long as you want to leave it. Like any other beer, though, like the IPAs, you want to be sure to keep mind that the hops are going to fade out. But like the stouts and anything else, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. I feel lazy this week. I don't feel like messing with it. Don't. You know, do it when you get around to it.
All right, guys, here we go. This is the one out of the other keg. Now, there is carbonation in it, so it did do its job. Mm-hmm. This is actually what the American Light's supposed to look like.
Okay.
So from that other glass, show you that's the comparison. That this off glass, I had to clear the line. That's why I said you can tell you. Well, hold on. You can see the difference what I'm talking about. That's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, indeed. Wow.
That's why I got to go on the homebrew forums and find out.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. It doesn't seem like it would separate or anything like that. It seems like once you made it, it would all be consistent.
Oh, okay. Jason's going to ask him albino rhino for me, so we'll find out. But here's the moment of truth. This is at room temperature. I'm throwing in the freezer out. I mean, it's 20 degrees outside. I guess I'm going to throw it outside for a few minutes.
Oh, he said albino Craig tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Craig Fairway.
Yeah, so like I can see carbonation. Now the head retention is paper thin. A lot of that's because I It's really not carbonated. So like I say, I got to force it through. We're gonna find out right now.
All right. It looks pretty.
Yeah,
Well,
looks
this is
good.
Oh, if that was cold and a little bit more carbonated, it'd be damn good.
Yeah, yeah. Just crank the pressure up to about like 30, and leave it for a couple of days.
Well, I don't want to fast carb it. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave it like this overnight because it's already pretty much carbonated now. I'm using the CO2 just to force it through.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to force more bubbles into the liquid itself, just if you're patient, then just turn it to your serving pressure, maybe 10 or 12 or something like that, and leave it be for a couple of days. If you're impatient, you crank it up to like 30, and you put it on the floor on its side.
Roll it, yeah.
You turn the your gas inlet. You put that at the bottom and roll that son of a bitch back and forth for about 4 minutes. Let it settle out for about 45 minutes. Release the pressure and give it a try.
Oh yeah, yeah. So like this one, I'm this one I'm satisfied with, and this one, actually, I need to throw in a hydrometer because I'm calling BS on the 5%. Or 4.5. Because it's supposed to be a prohibition beer, and I suspect this has got to be in that 6 range. Has to be in the 6 range.
What you complaining about? It'd be neat to know, though. Yeah, it'd be neat to know. Don't complain.
Well, I should. Like you guys are so far away, you know. But that now we can have a conversation. Now I feel better about myself.
There you go. Even
though I'm gonna kill the lady who refilled this tank today, because I thought my other valves were just showing bad. She said she filled this right. I'm looking at this. I'm usually at like 900 pounds of pressure, and keep in mind I got this thing filled up at like 11 o'clock this morning. This thing is showing 300.
Wow, that's no good.
She charged me $16. It's not even filled. Really?
That's not cool.
Yeah.
And I got a small tank. I
have a high pressure gauge on it. It's got a spot for it, but it doesn't have it on there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna get me one to where I can, because I haven't been doing it long enough to really know exactly, but yeah, I had mine. Like I said, it emptied out because of a leak, but I had it filled, and it's like this just doesn't feel like it's enough. Just didn't feel right. I don't know. It was the first time I went to that place to get it filled, so I don't know if they were just trying to being a little shisty about it or what. But
well,
$17 is $17,
Yeah, but that's weird. Like here in Akron, there's only 3 places in town that's gonna fill it for a keg. So my hands got tied, and Drake and Granaries, place my homebrew supplies from anyway. So I just go there because once I turn out on the main street, it's a straight shot from my apartment.
Well, you have a welding supply place around there, one that has like acetylene and oxygen and things like that. Check them out. See if they'll fill it. They should be able to do it also. That's where I go. It's a welding supply place.
Yeah, but they're like $25 for this size. Really? I called and asked them about it.
Oh hell, that ain't right.
And the other place here in town, they're just out of the way.
Right.
I don't go there unless I'm actually, because there's actually a craft beer store that I'll go to down there from time to time, and they're on the way. So if I know I can get down, stop there on the way back.
My craft brew guy, he has a way to fill them up, but he said that he doesn't sure the whole deal, but it's something like he can't guarantee it's going to fill it all the way up. It has something to do with the temperature of the bottle, and he said he can kind of top them, but I'm kind of wishy-washy, so I don't deal with that. I just go and take it to the welding supply place.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so he's got like a great big bottle, like maybe what you see helium or something in, big old bottle.
I thought about buying one of those.
Or at least one. I think they're like a 20-pound one. They're about like in height. And you get one of those, and that sucker could probably last you years.
Oh yeah, like this one here. Like this is so small. I mean, it'll last me probably, without the leaks, a few kegs.
Yeah, right. That's what I was reading up on. Those bottles. I think we have the same size bottle. It said it'll do like 5 of the half barrel kegs of the 15-gallon kegs. If it's there's no leaks or whatever, and you're just dispensing the beer. Because yeah, when I got mine, I had to cut off the original tap on it because that was for a commercial keg, the skanky kegs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to cut that off and get disconnects for the corny kegs.
Oh, okay. No, I understand that. If you're wondering, I'm using the soapy water method. Make sure I got no leaks.
Oh, that's the way to do it, man. Hell yeah. That or sanitizer.
Beer number 2.
Uh-oh, what we got? We
need some more cowbell.
This is cowbell, actually.
I know. I've seen it. Well, part of it anyway. I've seen the cow bee.
This is Doc Purdue's Boxing Brewing IPA by the Cowbell Brewery.
That sounds interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very different and weird.
That sounds like the drinker.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like it's bitter and like IPA, but it's got like a weird kind of sweetness in the bitterness. It's really unique, but tasty.
Oh, okay.
Well, the one I gotta find because y'all talked about it last night was the Stone Brewing the Mocha IPA. It tastes, so I've been told, kind of a mix between a stout and an IPA, and that sounds like right up my freaking alley. Have you tried that one, Ron? You're muted, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one?
The Stone Mocha IPA?
No, but I've heard so much talk about it.
Okay. And?
I've never had it, but I would like to try it.
Oh, was the talk good?
I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, I mean.
Crap, or it's good?
Oh, they're talking about how good it is. Everybody's saying, "Oh, it's so good, it's so good," and I'm saying, well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, I probably could find it if I went looking for it.
Right, I see.
So, I like. Where's that coming from? I like the coffee beers, yeah, but I don't like them all the time, because I drink coffee every day. So,
right.
Yeah, same with me. Like an every now and then thing. But it's like I can't have, like, some people I know drink it all the time. I can't do it all the time. So I'm with you.
Wake at night.
The last one I had, where's that bottle at? Like this one here, this can at? This one here from Hop and Frog here in town was actually really, really good. So it's I think it all really depends.
I'm sure I'd love Stone. I'm sure I'd love it. There's echo.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it'd be right up my alley because I like stouts and I like IPA,
And you like coffee?
And everything in between. It doesn't make a difference. Just so there's a variety, that's the main thing.
I like coffee stouts and coffee in beer, but I don't like coffee on its own at all. Never been a fan.
Oh yeah, I like my coffee like I like my women, hot and black.
Oh, wait a minute now. Redbeard, you said you don't like coffee, all right?
Not a fan.
Oh, man. Well, that's the way it goes, I guess.
Right? More for me. I drink my coffee black and strong. I really do, yeah. And I got like a little coffee maker, so it makes like 4 cups, and I fill it to like 3 cups only. And then put too much coffee in it, and so it's like 1 super strong big cup of coffee, and I'm done with it after that. I feel my hair crawling.
No, I had the issue now with like coffee in general, like especially after the issue with the ulcers a couple of years ago. I love coffee and I drink it black. I need to drink it that way.
Oh boy!
They said don't drink anymore. I found myself making it thinner and thinner.
Well, okay, right.
Yeah, so I used to do 3 scoops. Now I'm just down to 1 scoop.
Wow.
I
I probably waste coffee. I put so much in there and it's so little volume.
I know it's good, strong, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it can be sparged some more.
You know, even though sometimes like I got to make that super strong pot of coffee just to get me going.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking make your hair curl and shit, right? Bye,
Oh
Ron.
yeah, I used to tell people like, you know what, especially when I'm in chats. I told Rod J this one time. No, it was Joe D. I told this. I was in one of his afternoon chats. I was like the alcohol value may be 0, but those IBUs are 120 plus. Let me tell you.
Yeah, right. Yes, yes, yes.
Man, I wish this was chilled, and maybe I should have filtered just a little bit better. That's all right.
Filter? You get a beer filter?
No, what I did was I did a DIY solution. So I took a water filter because I found this video how to do it and buy the parts for it. It cost me like $13.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, and it was
I don't spend the time to do any of that. I think my tongue can't see it, so it doesn't make a difference. You know, it's like as long as it's flavorful and well alcoholic.
well, it's like one of those ones to where I want to be the professional in air quotations homebrew.
Oh, nice, nice. Well,
I got some stuff I'm working on, like I've talked about in the past.
There's going to be a lot of science in your future, then, yeah, with pH and water chemistry. And if you want to know about water chemistry, go to Tony Yates. He's got a whole series about that. He nerds it up like crazy.
Actually, you know what? You're not the first person that's told me that.
Oh, I'm serious. Yeah. Yeah. If you're into that, then he's the.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say is that it's one of the ones where my big issue right now is water, because Akron City water sucks. So I'm buying bottled water, but I know sooner or later that's a cost. That's a cost I'm gonna have to drop. So
Right.
pH factors, things like that is gonna come into play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I've seen the stabilizers out there, and it's like I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it.
I'm lucky there. Like I don't do home brewing, but I know if I did, the water that comes out of the tap here in North Bay is fucking amazing for brewing. Apparently.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm lucky enough to have well water here, and so
I miss well water.
Neutral as can be. It doesn't taste like anything really. I mean, it's very pure, very clean. Even the holding tank, there's very, very little, and it's never been cleaned. Even the holding tank has very little sediment in the bottom of it.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, no metallic flavors or anything like that. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, unlike big city water here, it's like everything's through cast iron pipes out in the street. When it hits the property, comes stainless steel or lead, depending on the building.
Yeah,
so it all is downhill. Our water comes from 40 miles away.
It's chlorinated, and they're making sure it's not going to have any bacteria in it.
Yeah, which I understand why they do it, but
it makes sense. But they're feeding us chlorine and fluoride and a bunch of other heavy metals that we don't need.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is like the very first time I homebrewed, I remember this as a test right before I started. I took straight city water, right? Put it in my pressure cooker. The top was off, right? And what I did was I wanted to see how much chlorine came out of the water in an hour.
Okay.
There was so much chlorine on the walls of that pot. I said, no, I'm getting bottled water.
Well, I mean that's safe enough, but then even with reverse osmosis water or bottled water, sometimes there still needs to be additions put in it to do whichever beer styles. For example, the IPA I just did, it had water salts in there. I don't question it because I don't understand it. I put it in there like the recipe said, but I guess it needed some salts. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's one thing like with water. Like, I mean, you've done this way longer than I have, obviously, Drunken One. And my general understanding is that as far as pH level, I can be 0.5 in either direction and be fine from 0.
Right. Yeah. I see
and outside either way, you start coming to problems. after
Right,
that.
right. I have never. I don't own a pH meter. I don't know how to. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the local pet store down, not pet store, bug store down the street from me, they actually sell pH strips. I was actually thinking about going out and getting some.
Yeah, yeah. Or like your pool chemical place or whatever, they would have those little test strips and stuff. Yeah, they've got meters, like digital meters. Like you put it in there, but it's like I guess you got to keep the tip moist on it with something, and then there's chemicals to calibrate it. I don't know. Sounds confusing to me. I don't nerd it up too much. I mean, it might as well make it easy. It's just a hobby after all. You know?
No, some people, and like I found myself doing this. It's once you get it, I didn't think I enjoy it, even though I wanted to do it, but I didn't realize, even with all the work I got to go into it, I didn't realize how much fun I was having, and just experience.
Right.
Hey, Lance.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's like cooking. I mean, if you dig cooking, then you'll probably do well as a home brewer.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was
I'll
that?
be best.
I just wanted to mention real fast. We have well water in this town.
Now, is it good well water? That's the question.
To me, it tastes good. They all drink bottled water around here, and it tastes like swimming pool water to me.
Well,
yeah. Yeah, when you smell the chlorine.
Oh, it tastes like, I said, I don't know why y'all want to drink the swimming pool water. And now this town, which is 2 miles northwest of me, their water comes from the Mississippi River. But this particular town, we get our water from a well in a little place called Rudock, which is not a town. It's more like a location. There's really no one lives in Rudock. But there's
a zip code then.
Huh?
It's basically a zip code then.
No,
yeah, right.
It's not even a zip code. It's just, there used to be a town there, actually, but it was destroyed by a hurricane in 1915, and it.
Oh, okay.
And it never really came back. Rudock. There's a cemetery there, but it's all like derelict, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like the well water. Other people tell me, why you drink? Oh, cowbell. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was listening to your conversation, and I was thinking to myself, man, I don't know. Maybe I should get into home brewing, but it seems like it would be such a mess to clean up.
It's not bad, and it doesn't take much to do. I mean, you're gonna have to have bottles or kegs, whichever, for the finished product. But beyond that, you're talking about your wife's big stock pot, bucket, and an airlock. You know, just sanitizers is super important. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. You can do it doesn't have to be all grain. All grain is like the most difficult of all the types of ways to brew. Yeah, you can just get like liquid malt extract, which is more like molasses.
Yeah.
DME, dry malt extract, which is more like a powder. Well, it is a powder. And you just follow the instructions, mix it all in. If you can cook soup, then you can make beer.
Well, that's what I tell people is like, especially like the kids. Like I started on a kit, like a lot of people. And I told myself, okay, if I can barbecue and barbecue good, I can make beer. Same.
Damn straight. Yep, it's just that easy. It really is. Yeah, a little bit of tubing to transfer things around. A bunch of little things that you could buy, but just to make beer, don't nerd it up too much.
Well, I believe you now. I'm not. I have people tell me all the time, why don't you do home brewing? I just said, well, me in particular, I've never been interested in it, but I'm not opposed to it. Some people, when I tell them I'm not interested, they take it as though I'm saying that it's bad to do it. I'm saying, no, I'm just not interested. It's like, I don't watch hockey, but I don't think it's bad to watch hockey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm drinking some brandy, by the way.
What kind is that?
It's a jewel. It's called the Christian Brothers VSOP Grand Reserve. And I'm trying to finish it off because I want to move on to some other drinking projects. But you see how red it is? Look how red this brandy is.
Yeah.
And it tastes so good, but it's got an interesting, complex buildup on it, or what I should say, a framework on it. Well, how's that working out for you, Lance?
This is actually pretty good. Now this glass is not as carbonated, there's carbonation in it, but a lot of it because the CO2 is starting to go through it. That's gonna be a lot of it. So we're getting there. It needs to be chilled though. Room temperature just doesn't work.
Yeah, I've never been a fan. Like almost any beer style I drink, I want it to be at least chilled most of the time, nice and cold. But like some stouts and stuff, I will admit, getting more close to room temperature, the flavors come out a bit nicer sometimes. But like Albino Rhino, every single beer he reviews is just sitting in a room in his house, just all room temperature. I couldn't do that. I guess it more.
I couldn't do that.
Gives the beers more of a level playing field. I'll say. I'll agree with that. But at the same time, it just doesn't work for me. I mean,
I'll do it when a brewer specifically states, you have to drink at room temperature. That's one thing, But
yes.
But I can't drink everything at room temperature. Like this is the exception. Or I try, if I'm not doing a review, I try to keep myself okay. If the brewer says have it, like let's say he says 38 degrees, right? I'm gonna try to have it at 38 degrees for optimum flavor.
Indeed.
Makes sense.
All the instructions, right?
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
What's your dollar?
I have been trying these beers that I've aged for 5 years. Oh, Lance, you got my comment about the Cheyenne, right? Okay, so I bought these beers in 2013. I think it was 5 different ones, and I said I'm going to keep them till 2018. And it seemed like so long ago. I said 2018. That's so far from now. I don't know how I can stand to wait, but I made it. So I was just like with bated breath to try these aged beers, and for the most part, it's been a delight. And I have one left that I guess I'll review soon. They're all, like Imperial, super strong beers.
Oh, they're gonna hold them, not like a regular beer. You're just gonna throw one for 5 years.
No, I didn't age Budweiser for 5 years, but I aged Old Stock Ale from North Coast Brewing, and that was so good. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I did it yesterday, and I did the Santa Claus Doppelbock Classic. That thing's 14%, but I aged it 5 years. It was so smooth and delightful. I mean, it was a fun project, but I don't think I could bear to do it again. I have one 2014 I'm going to try to drink next year, but I mean, that was sort of like a little project, aging them for 5 years. Nothing like home brewing, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Just tedious waiting.
Yeah, that's the hardest part is waiting.
Yes, it is.
10 gallons of IPA right there, and I put dry hops in them this morning. I got to wait another week for it to be ready to go.
Now, drunken one, as I do. Like sometimes you gotta sneak a glass. You know that.
Oh, I did. Yeah. I got this little wine thief thing that holds the hydrometer. I didn't use the hydrometer because I figured it's probably done, but yeah, I snuck a little sample this morning. I mean today.
Remember what Tom Petty said.
Yeah, no, it smells wonderful when you open those buckets. Oh my God, I'm in. And then I'll take out the trash. The other hops is Zytos or Zykos or whatever it is, and it's supposed to impart pineapple flavors. So that sounds interesting enough. I think I'm gonna have me a fruit bomb is what I got going. I think
a fruit bomb.
Fruit bomb. It's fucking fantastic. Juicy, fruity, just explosions of. Yeah. So
yeah,
good.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Like those Trillium beers. Yum.
Oh, I've never had a Trillium beer.
What?
Huh?
And I've never been to Spain.
I wouldn't have, but our buddy Average Joe sent me one.
But I kind of like the music.
Freaking awesome! It was freaking awesome.
I saw that you had that little gift pack.
Yeah, no, that was just totally cool. The donkey show?
Yeah, I'm actually watching the chat as I'm talking. It's like,
Yeah, me too. I don't know what happened back there. I guess we've got some turmoil going on. I don't know. There's a message retracted, and we're having issues over there. Y'all get along. Have another beer. Relax.
Relax. It's okay.
Right?
It's just
Have another beer. Easy, chill, baby. You know, right?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if y'all been hearing that in the background or not. But
Oh, yeah, that was...
Now, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna say something. I just saw it in the chat. That was uncalled for.
Oh, that's the general narrative, Lance. That Jay is a racist little slime bag.
No, that wasn't even directed at you, Jay.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I think that was going back to the Bart guy. Who has no subscribers. I don't recognize. Bye, Ron. He's really got to do something about his internet.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I live way out in the sticks, and then how much shit runs out with 2 little wires. And
I can't speak for the technical difficulties on his side.
Yeah,
I'm almost certain that when Lee said at Drunken One, nope, he was saying he's saying that Ron is the racist person. That is what Lee has been talking about.
Oh,
okay. I don't know.
He's not saying anything about Drunken One, anything about you. It was all anti-Ron. And I can't speak on anything. This is the first time I've even met Ron in any kind of capacity. So I got
This is one of those ones like I know. I mean, trolls are going to troll, but this is not an issue with that. I mean, like, you guys got beef, take it somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
And I run the loosest of the shows during the loosest of the Google Hangouts during the week.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not going to tolerate that.
That's why I enjoy being here.
love. Everybody love everybody.
Yeah,
Love.
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 You feel the love.
Love.
Love
Love.
Love you 2 times short. Love you long time.
Jesus. I'm not sure, but Ron may actually be gone this time. I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea.
Right.
No, he's back.
Never mind.
Here he comes.
That's funny.
Once again, he's back.
I don't know what's going on, Lance. I don't know what's going on.
You have severe technical difficulties tonight.
My audio's good.
But normally the grades over time is like happens like every 15 minutes or so. What's going on around here?
Let me explain that. When you see the degradation, that's because I'm using Chrome or Opera. But my audio is fine because I'm using Microsoft Edge. But Microsoft Edge has that problem where it knocks you out the chat. You see. But I mean, it's easy to get back on. It just keeps kicking me out. I don't know why. I'm not running in any other programs. Now, if I do my own Hangout, it won't do that too much. Like if I do the Dawn Busters tomorrow, it'll be all right. What's going on in the chat? A lot of excitement, I bet.
Like, I don't know who the fuck this James Johnson person is that randomly showed up, but
can you make me a moderator, please?
He can catch on fire and die, I guess we could say. Why not? Like, fuck that guy. Wow.
Lance, you know how to make mods?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Hold on.
Thank you.
Done.
Golly gee. What is all this hatred of hate?
I don't know, man.
I rarely have this problem. Why come after me? You know, or at least come after me. Oh, let me back it up. Not after me specifically.
Lance, how dare you be a nice, awesome guy, man? Like, fuck you. You're too nice. You're too much of a nice guy. I guess.
Lance, it's not you. It's me.
Bullshit.
It's Jay. Jay the racist. See, so I'm like a magnet, you know. So
drunken one has laid down the law.
Right. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm the nice. But like Lance, I'm the nicest freaking guy ever. But damn it, don't piss me off.
It's like I have my channel. I have this chat to get away from this stuff, you know.
I know, right?
Oh, I hear that. Yeah.
Man,
I like what he said. This is beer tube. We can't have anything nice. Yeah, you can't have a nice time in beer tube. It's got to be drama all the time, 24/7 drama, baby. But it doesn't.
That's why I do the live stream of the video games. It's usually pretty nice people in my chat with the live streams.
Yeah, exit stage left.
Until Drunken One pops in, you know. Aside from that,
And I don't even watch the crap. I don't watch the video games.
You know everybody.
I just gotta razz you.
You do a good job. You do a good job.
Right?
I'm finished drinking.
What? I'll be finished drinking when they put the nails in my casket.
Now, Drunken One, did you see how much Drunken One? Did you see how much brandy I drank? I drank a beer. I drank a beer when I got home from work. I drank water. And then I drank this brandy, and that's it.
didn't eat or anything?
What?
You didn't eat in between those times or anything like that?
Okay, I'll explain that very quickly in less than 30 seconds, Lance.
Okay.
I ate pumpkin pie this morning.
Okay.
Then I had a few kettle cooked potato chips. Then I had 2 McChickens for lunch with a little bit of French fries that Missy gave me. And I had 3 chicken nuggets that Pablo gave me because he didn't want to finish his. And then I had a spoonful of peanut butter tonight. Okay. That was it.
That is incredibly unnecessarily detailed.
I asked the question.
Did you eat anything? This is exactly what I ate today.
Right.
But I kept my promise. I said I would do it in less than 30 seconds. And
Which he did.
Mine's pretty easy. 2 pieces of 2 eggs, 2 bacon. Done.
Oh, well. Well, Lee said, you kept saying you're going to leave, and you never would leave. But actually, I never said I was going to leave earlier. But I mean, obviously, everybody's going to leave.
At one point, when I first got on here, you did say you're getting pretty tired. You're probably going to sign off, and then Lance coaxed you to stay on.
No, so I didn't say I was going to sign off. I just said I was really tired.
Yeah, but the way you were saying it, like if Lance hadn't said no stay, it did sound like you were going to get to the point where you're going to say, and I'm probably going to take off.
No, but
so
let me.
It sounds like you were going to say you're going to leave, but you never actually did say you're going to leave, I guess. I'll agree with you there.
I never explicitly said I was going to leave. I just implicitly said it. And
it came really close.
But everyone is going to leave and hang out eventually unless it goes on endlessly.
I'll just leave my webcam on forever, man. Why not? Let's just do it.
I think when I wake up to some
perpetual hangout.
And
no, be like Drunken One. You still doing the sun's coming up.
Wait, Drunken One can back me up on this. I have literally gone to bed and woken up at 2:30 in the morning and then got my coffee together and started checking things, and they were still doing the hangout.
Oh yeah.
I've been part of that. Yeah.
8 hours up, we'll start another one. I'll run one like that.
In beer reviews, I've seen him doing the sun's coming up. He was on.
I do not feel guilty, but I actually literally am going to leave this now. But I appreciate you inviting me, Lance, and if you get your Friday job, hope it goes well for you.
Oh, thank you. Like and if you go back and watch my my end of year Lush talks, I actually talked about what's going on as far as that.
Oh, I didn't watch that, but because I'm always trying to listen to all the music people post in my rock and roll group, so that takes up a lot of time. And then, of course, the beer reviews, and then it just gets to the point where you can't watch everything. Like I watch all the beer reviews. Sometimes that could take hours, and then I'll listen to.
Are you subscribed to my channel?
Yes, of course.
Oh, all right, cool. Okay.
I'm subscribed to everybody. Like. Basically,
he was having earlier.
If you have
he hasn't tried beers that he has tried to see if you have the same ideas about them.
Right, that's the only qualification. I never watch reviews for beers I haven't had because I can't relate to them. You know what I mean? Like somebody's talking about the beer, and I'm like, "Well, I never had it. I can't." So, but there's so many videos made anyway for beers that I have had. It can take up hours. And then I listen to all the music and rock and roll club, which everybody's invited to join, by the way, rock and roll club. And so it just can take up, just, time. Y'all know that time would just fly.
That's why I've been thinking about vacation this week, because I'm able to catch up on just about everything. I'm still about a week behind. Just playing catch up.
Yeah. And if y'all ever come to Louisiana, I'll drive you around and show you stuff, and I've done that with other beer reviewers. I had those two guys from My True Review who are doing a video right now live. I told them I could join their video, but I'm not. I drink it. But they came to Louisiana and we hung out, and those two guys. And then John Sharon, he doesn't do videos anymore with Zone 1. He came down here. And, well, it was a whole bunch of people. We had a great time,
Okay, good.
And
I'm going to have a hell of a good time next week. I'm going to Niagara Falls to meet and hang out with Albino Rhino for a few days. That should be pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I'd like to go to that festival. Maybe I'll go to that festival.
No, that's not the festival.
That's
That's
in
the spring,
right? That's in
Yeah.
May, right?
This is like me and another guy who the other guy is Maple Rusky. He actually started doing BeerTube because of me, apparently, which weird. But anyway, we're both heading down that way on Monday, and apparently Chad's got a bunch of shit lined up for us to do, like brewery tours and fucking all this crazy. It's going to be good times. I'm excited.
Is it a long drive?
About 4 hours.
That's nothing.
No, I can do it, no problem.
Oh, and I drove to y'all might know, I don't know if you know him, but you might know Jean-Pierre down in Mobile. He came to New Orleans, and then we did beer reviews and hung out and did all kind of fun stuff. And then a few months later, I drove to Mobile, and then we did the same thing. He showed me around Mobile, and we went out to eat, and we drank beer together and all that. We had a good time. We even made videos together. So,
Okay.
Well, yeah, when I go down to Chad's, I'm hoping my brewery here in North Bay, New Ontario, I'm going to go there actually probably tomorrow and see what they'll possibly give me, because they have one beer in the LCBO, their Bear Runner Blonde. Chad has had it. He's had nothing else by them, and they've got at least 6 or 7 different beers in their fridge right now. So I'm hoping they'll give me at least one of everything to bring down there, and I want to do a bunch of like reviews with him and some with Maple Rusky and do stuff for my channel as well as do stuff for their channels while I'm down there. It's going to be a whole lot of drinking going on next week.
oh yeah, that should be fun. That'll be really fun. It's fun to do those little exchanges where you let people try your stuff and they do.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
On a live and with a live remote, basically.
Oh, random spelling mistake. That's awesome. Drunken one. You put commodian, which they the commode.
That's exactly what I meant to say.
Is it okay? That's awesome. That's awesome.
Intentionally, yeah. You're a commodian, right?
If it was a mistake, it would have been a hilarious mistake. Wow. That's great. Commodian, I like it. That's
Yeah,
great.
not a Cambodian, not a Cambodian, a commodian. Hey,
No, not a comedian. Comedian. Commodian.
Right.
Because the commode is the shitter. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good stuff.
He's good. He's
That's
good.
gold. Jerry, gold.
oh, that's that quote from Seinfeld when Banda said that.
Banya.
Banya, and Jerry had talked about Ovaltine. Why isn't it called Roundtine?
I've watched so much. I've watched that whole series at least 15 times all the way through. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
That was actually my favorite scene from that whole series when Banya said, "That's gold, Jerry, gold."
I don't know if I could pick a favorite scene. There's so many.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's definitely my favorite scene. When he's
Well,
talking.
then it worked out well that I said it. Ha ha ha.
It did because. And then remember they got the material.
Excellent on the subject.
And then remember they got the material switched. So he did the investment portfolio information, and the other guy did the comedy, and then they said the audience liked it.
Yes. Good stuff.
All right, well y'all take care now.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
All right,
Y'all come back now. Nice to meet you, man. I guess this is
Nice to meet you. Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.
That's a bit far for me, but maybe someday.
Have some mud bugs, maybe. Mud bugs.
If any, you're closer than Drunken One by a bit. Lance, where are you?
Akron, Ohio. So I'm actually real close to you, sort of.
Didn't you say you're like 3 hours away from the border, basically, or something like that?
I'm 3 hours to Windsor from here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, if I go visit anybody, Lance might be the first one. I'm sorry, guys. He's pretty close.
It's okay. And Lance, you can show him all around Akron.
And it must have shown I can show him in 20 minutes.
And randomly, actually, Lance, like you're close enough. If you come to the Albino Rhino Festival this year, I'm hoping to go there myself.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
He froze.
He's got the Terrio syndrome.
I'm spreading a virus. I'm corrupting everybody.
You're back.
Is he back? Oh, you back. As you were saying.
What happened?
Right, get along, go away, or get banned.
As you were saying.
Get along, or get banned.
Get banned.
Ban Hammer. The Ban Hammer is strong with Drunken One.
Really?
The Ban Hammer right here. The Ban Hammer. It was Rubber Mallet was a Ban Hammer.
Damn, Tim says I'm causing trouble.
You made him a moderator now. He's going mad with power.
Yeah, he's laying down the law.
Even Tim's jumping in talking shit. No, for real. I mean, just get the hell along. Lance is the coolest guy ever. Damn, there's got to be somebody else that y'all control. Golly.
No, I think it was okay there. He was exactly Lance. Take the negativity elsewhere. Lee needs to just stay away. He was kind of agreeing with the whole Lee thing. I think it just took him a while to say it or something. It was random because that whole conversation was like gone for a while, and then like just randomly came back.
Right, I know.
Mark's on my chats all the time, so there's no issues there with him.
Fair enough. No, I don't seem like he had any problem. He was defending you, if anything, defending your chat.
Yeah, and Tim's Brews around. I haven't seen him on one of my chats in a long time.
Yeah. I watch this stuff.
Oh yes, but
I had no idea how crazy huge the beer tuber community even was when I started doing this.
You know, I'm the same way. I thought like when I first did it was a one-off, then I started looking around and saw all these people doing it. You know,
yeah. Like my whole thing was I started my YouTube channel playing video games, and it was November of I guess it would have been 2015. And when the new year started, I decided to do my daily drink vlog, and my goal was I'm going to have one new drink, not necessarily a beer, might be a cider, a hard soda, whatever, and every day that year. And I completed that challenge, and the video games basically like died away. And now I'm at the point where I'm doing both, actually, not successfully. I still have not made any money, but I'm having a good time with YouTube at the moment.
Well, that's the thing is, like with the beer tubing community, I mean, it's not about making money; it's about having fun. It really is, and that's why I do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like again, like to meet guys like you. I've actually met a bunch of really cool people, and I never would have been on these random live streams. I don't think if I wasn't in the beer tubing community kind of thing. Like I don't know what else I would be doing that would have me do with these hangouts and stuff with people and just randomly talking and having a good time on the internet. It's fun. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of my story. I didn't ever play video games, but yeah. I mean, after getting into the homebrewing thing and looking around on YouTube as to how to do it better, and then I found oh shit, what's his name? Damn it, CraigTube. And then, of course, it sends you other places with people that brew beer. And the more I got to seeing it, the more I wanted to be part of it. And so that's when I started doing some little videos where the first one didn't have a camera together so good. And so it was kind of crappy. But then finally I got a decent camera. And then y'all got to see me after like 10, 12 years or whatever. I stopped. And it's been a great time. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
When I started my video games, actually, I started for a while. I had no camera of any kind or anything like that going on. And it was just my voice. And then eventually I learned how to figure things out. And yeah, now it's like my webcam now is, I love my webcam. I love my webcam. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I need to get a new one of those. Mine is like virtually dead. I'm just like,
yours is decent. Yours isn't bad. I don't get like any kind of lag or jitteriness from you. You come through actually surprisingly really, really well. Like if you're
that's because my internet connection. That's a lot of it right there.
Fair enough.
Right.
I highly recommend the Logitech Brio. It's their new webcam. It can do 4K. And it's
I don't know if I want to do 4K. I thought about that.
You know, it's not that you. I'm not doing 4K, but I bought it because it's like $200 or something like that. It's expensive, but it's a little bit future proofed.
That's what you're saying.
4K is going to slowly becoming a thing that's happening.
Correct.
And this one's already there. And right now, it's also my microphone right now, and it works really, really, really well.
Well, it's like I'm hard pressed pulling the trigger on the C920 or 930.
That was the better one. That was the best one. Then this one came out, and this one is like the flagship, I guess, whatever you want to call it right now. And it's it's wonderful.
DSLR, because I got to replace camera one. Because I used to record indirect. Well, actually, I still record indirect most of the time. And that my old Canon, it's getting long in the tooth. And it's starting to show its age in the video quality.
Well, that's how I do all my YouTube, my drink videos with my GoPro. So there is a way I could have that hooked up and have it like streaming into the computer, but you need like $400 worth of connectors and stupid shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this looks almost as good when it's not laggy and stuff. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, just a little bit that works too.
Actually, you know what? Jace, I'm gonna bring something up. He says nobody needs to spend that kind of money on a webcam. Yes and no. Now the channel Review Tech USA. Now he's a tech channel. He does mostly video games and tech. He went out and spent $3,500 on a DSLR just to use a webcam.
Oh yeah, like you can spend like what I just said. Like this thing here's like 200 and change or something, and it's basically the best actual webcam you can buy right now. It's amazing. I have no regrets whatsoever about purchasing this thing because I'm not going to need to buy a new one for at least a couple of years because this thing is like, again,
you feature-proof yourself.
I can do 4K and shit like that. Right now I'm in 1080 or whatever the hell it is, and it's no problem. Yeah, I love my webcam.
Future-proof yourself, basically.
And it's tiny. It's really small, actually. I have it on a tripod right now, but it's fucking tiny.
It's like I'm using like my setup. I mean, you can see my setup other than the webcam. I'm using the C620. I'm using a Blue Yeti for a mic.
I have the same microphone for my actual beer tube things. Like I said, right now, before I realized that this thing had a microphone built in, it's pretty funny. I was moving my microphone from way over there, same one you have, there to here, whenever I was doing a live stream. Mm-hmm. But then I realized this one actually has a great microphone. So now I can just keep that one over there. And actually, if I wanted to, I can actually pull this out and watch this right now. The sound quality will barely change, I think, if I go like that. And switch it to that. Right there.
Oh, no, it's totally different.
I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Better or worse?
Yeah. No, you sound like AirPad controller there. You nice. Sound like that.
Yes.
It's not a bad sound, but yeah, switching from one to the other. No, the first one was way better.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I won't even dare put my Logitech mic on. That particular microphone sucks, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, my video chatting and stuff, quality. I don't take my computer laptop out anywhere.
There we go.
Video decent on y'all's end for my laptop. That's what I'm using now, obviously. I don't have an external camera or whatever. It's the one that's built in.
Your sound is never a problem with your sound. A little bit laggy sometimes, but you're fucking 8 billion miles away from me, so that's to be expected. Your camera it looks fine. It's just the resolution isn't great.
Okay.
Like, you're not as.
I mean, I'm not going to spend any money to make it any better because I don't usually live streams. Everybody's drunk or high or whatever. Anyways, I bother with that. Now the other, I just shoot it's some old ass Samsung camera. One of these little guys like that. It was a hand-me-down, and that's what I shoot my videos off of, and I think they look all right.
No, man.
As a matter of fact, the guy who gave it to me, he's a photographer as a hobby. He makes money with it. But anyway, so he was like, "You're shooting that with that old camera I gave you?" I said, "Yeah, it's the same one." So man, that looks pretty good. You know, he was impressed with it. I have to buy it. If I don't break this, I ain't buying another one. You know, I'm gonna use this until I break it, and hopefully it doesn't happen anytime soon.
I do want to get like my GoPro is the Hero 4, and now they have the 5 and the 6. The 6 apparently is nothing special. The 5, I want to get a 5, so I have 2 GoPros, and I have like I want to start doing some cooking videos and shit on my channel. There's like I got future plans, but I want a couple camera angles kind of thing. So yeah.
That's like a $300 camera, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
$400 camera.
Oh yeah. But that's GoPro. It's just everything the same across the board, and that just everything works good together. And I want at least one more GoPro, and kind of go from there.
Is there another camera brand that is similar to GoPro without that GoPro price?
Now you can go to the Chinese stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of shit.
You or whatever it's called. They make a really good camera. What I would go on the Techmon's page. He's out of Europe. He does a lot of those action cameras. And you start sorting through them.
Oh yeah, but again, like I would like to have again. I have the Hero 4, which is the one that was around for the longest, I guess, as of right now. It was like the base, the standard, I guess was what you call it, the standard action cam in the world. And it isn't waterproof by default. The Hero 5 is waterproof by default. Like the step up from the Hero 4 to the Hero 5 is actually pretty huge. And I'd like to have the Hero 5 that would become like my default on location kind of webcam and shit. It has a better microphone. It's got everything's better about it.
Now we use this camera. I have a question. We use the camera 1 or as the mobile camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for the GoPro 5 would become like my mobile right now. The GoPro 4, like the 4 is everything.
Okay.
So I don't know what I do with the cooking videos and stuff, but like this one's already waterproof. The 5, it's already better microphone. It has the screen back already on it. I had to buy it separate for mine. It's everything that mine could have been, kind of thing. Like and actually at this point in time, if I was to buy it, I would be spending less money than I spent when I bought that one. So yeah.
Technology.
I bought that one for at least $450 or something like that. It was not cheap. But it still works great. Like, look at my videos. The video quality I think is pretty decent.
That looks good. Your videos look really good. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, that's a lot to spend. Yeah, I need to. The same one who gave me the camera, like I said, he does a photography thing. I'm gonna have him come over and work on some lighting for me in here. Something a little different. I don't. It's not going to be anything close to what you got going, Beard, because I don't do things that much inside.
Well, no, but, lighting wise, I'm lucky that my kitchen has got 6 movable like spotlights is what I have for lights in my kitchen.
Oh, okay.
As well as it's 9 altogether. There's 3 more there. I have 3 separate light switches I can turn on in my kitchen and bring that much more light. Like I got under cabinet lighting, which is crazy bright, which helps light up. I've got my kitchen lights, and then I've got like a front light by my window where my sink is for doing the dishes and stuff. And I've got one of those aimed right at me when I do my vlogs. So I'm lucky in that sense, where I don't have to have like any specialized lighting. I just use what my boss paid for, basically. Like even the TV, the TV in my videos that's like right here with my stuff on it. That TV is only there because my boss bought it and paid to have it put there because it's also hooked up to the building surveillance system. I can change the input, and I got 9 cameras I can look at on this place.
Creepy.
Like, yeah, it's.
I mean, cool. Nope, creepy. No, that's good. That's good. You're like security guard.
None of them are inside my apartment. They're all like down in the shop area and outside the building, so it's not that creepy. But yeah, I know what you mean.
No, I'm with it. It's all DVR. Does it record all the time, and you're able to go back and look at it? Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's got motion sensors, so it only records when things are moving. Whoa, we just got 2 new people in this thing. What happened here?
Oh, dude.
Eric and Tyler,
My
looks like.
goodness.
Lance has been busy over there. He's been pulling people off the streets. Right? He's showing a little leg. Look at here, boys.
Nice.
Well, welcome in.
Oh, Christ, Lord.
Oh, John Pierre's joining us too. They're all starting to show up all of a sudden.
Whoa, is that no
Where
way?
did you put that leg? Holy crap.
This might have been planned.
No, it's a typical LTL General Chat. Everybody starts filtering in after a while.
Yeah, where's I guess Jay left, right? I guess, or I don't know. So, what's going on, gents?
Yeah, hoy hoy.
Woohoo! What's up?
Redbeard, you gonna stop by for the Labatt Blue examination tomorrow?
Was that was you? I knew somebody said something about a Labatt Blue thing that was happening. Yeah, I'm down for sure. Well,
I'll be around long as I remember this going on.
Somebody's doing an IPA night or something tomorrow, isn't it? Something happening?
No, that's a multi-month Sunday. Sunday
Oh,
afternoon.
well, there you go then. Well, then, yes, I'm down for sure. Send me the link to my Facebook page or my YouTube, wherever the hell you want, and I will make sure and get some delicious blue tomorrow. Mm.
Mm. Mine was brewed, I have Labatt Blue, but it was brewed in like August of 2017. I was so pissed when I found that out. You have no idea.
I believe you. I recently went to the LCBO here and bought a 6-pack of some Due to CL beer. And it was an IPA. And I got home and looked at it, and it was brewed in February.
Oh.
I put it back in the box and brought it back and said, no. Somebody in the chat has got one hell of an echo going on. And now it disappears. And now it's back. Whenever I talk, I can hear myself in echo form.
I think it's I want to say it's Thomas Metal. He's muted himself for a moment. I think it was him. I think
it's still happening.
Still happening.
Wait.
I'm gonna go with Sean. You need headphones.
I recently went to the LCBO here and bought a 6-pack of some.
Go ahead, talk. Let me put myself on mute. Okay?
Jay, you are definitely echoing from 5 seconds ago.
Well, somebody's watching the live stream or something on YouTube. There we go. Oh, a little bit.
Ronald, was that you?
It's better. It's better, but there is still a bit of an echoey sound I'm hearing. How about wait? Oh.
Where did everybody come from? Wow.
Oh. It's not bad. It's something. There is something there, though. Somebody that isn't wearing headphones should probably be wearing headphones.
It ain't me. I'll give me
hear it?
I forgot I was playing it.
Oh,
okay. I was thinking it was me. I was like, no way.
That was me. I was sitting here like, oh, wait a minute.
It's still happening, though. There's definitely still a bit of an echoey sound.
Oh, because Jean joining, he's got all his family stuff going on, huh, Jean? Hey, Jean. No, but
anyway,
but honestly,
I'll be back. I must pee.
All right, good.
I have that feeling too. No, but I was listening to the Hangout, you know, and then
take a piss.
I was listening to the Hangout and I joined and I was like, who's got this damn echo going on? And then I said, wait, it's me.
Right. The story that everybody knows is that this is a 500 milliliter can, a pint 0.9 fluid ounce can. I found a 12-pack of these for $13.99. I could not say no to that.
really? That's a deal.
On the bottom shelf in the beer cooler, and I think that's probably why people hadn't really. I mean, it only says it says it was canned in August of 2018, so it's not that old from when I bought it last month. So I think because it's on the bottom of the shelf, people just don't see it and their eye isn't drawn to that. But when I saw that, I'm like, for my love of Carlsberg, I could not leave the store without that. Great price.
No, I understand that.
How was that light lager you brewed?
That was an adventure. Now, earlier today, you saw the picture. It was one of those ones to where, get back to the right screen here. It was fine when I first started drinking it. It started getting worse and worse and worse. Now, this is the second keg I just cracked.
IPA.
Same thing. This is where I ended up.
Whoa, it looks like lemonade.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I go on the homebrew pages and find out exactly what happened.
I don't know what happened. So it makes no sense.
You're not sure quite yet what happened to that.
No, I'm not.
Wow. Was it kind of flat, or did it have some CO2 in it?
Well, it had CO2 in it.
Well, that's good.
No, it's gotten progressively worse. I can't figure out
Weird.
why. I've never had that happen before.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never heard of it happening. Yeah, that's weird.
Awkward.
But outside that, this one is fine. Now I cracked this keg open at room temperature, and I'm forcing the carbonation through.
Yep.
With CO2. So what I have to do is tonight, I'm a force carb probably like 30, 35 pounds overnight, and check it tomorrow. Then turn it down when I get up and check it tomorrow afternoon.
The colder you can get it, the better, because the colder it is, the more it's going to accept that CO2. The more it's going to become. Yeah.
I mean, it's a beer now. It's carbonated. Not carbonated.
Right. The more it's going to get into the beer, the more you're going to see it coming up through the.
Correct.
The beer itself.
Interesting.
Hey, Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Crack another beer.
I just made an encore appearance because I wanted to give a shout out to my crew, my Beer Talk crew, Eric, Tyler, Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, we have to meet up again in Mobile and Louisiana because that was too much fun. I can't make the Labatt Blue tomorrow because of basketball-related issues, but
go Patriots!
Please don't say that.
Go Patriots!
No, I think they're going to win rather easily. I want to say this though.
The best game of the weekend is Sunday. Saints and Vikings.
The best game is Saturday. All right.
Sunday.
Saturday.
Eric.
Yes.
I'm trying to get off this hangout.
I'll let you talk.
Don't make
3 minutes and it's going to kick you off.
You got me. Oh, you got me there. You got me. I feel played now. I feel played. But he's actually right, as evidenced by tonight. But we all know that the Patriots are the great team and they're going to dominate and all of that. But what I'm saying that the most competitive game is probably going to be the Vikings and the Saints. Now, are the Saints going to win? Yeah, but it's going to be very difficult. And but I do invite Redbeard and Drunken One, if I can ever get this man on Facebook, to join our beer talk.
I might be down with that.
We're on Beer Talk 2018. If you're connected to any of these people here, you could join our. We always discuss like what hangouts we're going to do coming up, so it's kind of like a little, what do you call it, like a hub to talk about that, right, Lance?
Yeah, correct. Now everybody try to schedule something we're going to be on. Like I'm probably the worst on that chat because I'll post I'm doing like an hour before I do it. Even if I do that.
Well, but it's some notice.
Yeah, but you do it every Friday.
Right. So,
yeah, Norm, if I'm not going to do one, I usually tell people I'm not doing one this week.
Right. But it's still a way to talk about and work out little technical issues, scheduling issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can all talk about different beers we had and stuff, Okay, well, I am really literally getting off now. But y'all take care now and have a good, safe, and enjoyable Friday night.
Cheers, man.
Go Saints.
Cheers. First to be with you.
Randomly, Jace asked a little bit what Bose beer I'm drinking. You recognize this is Bose just by me going, woo! This is it's just an ESB. Farm Table Series Extra Special Bitter coming in at 5.6% ABV.
Now is that in a bomber? I can't tell.
It's six. How much is in this thing? 600 mil.
Okay.
Somebody's echoing again. God damn it!
It ain't me.
All right, go ahead.
Jean-Pierre.
Is it me? Hold on, let me lower the volume. If I can get it lowered.
Wait, it went better for a second there.
I don't know how y'all have all the troubles. I never wear headphones. I got like external speakers everywhere.
I rarely have the issue.
Yeah. I think I've got my mic set to like directional, just like forward as opposed to capturing everything.
I can do it without the headphones, but I have to have my speakers set to just the front, not surround, and turned down. Unless, like, if I'm doing a live streaming game with a friend, I'll bring my Yeti microphone over here and put it like on everything record, and then use that for the game sound and us.
Right.
Don't both have to use headphones, kind of thing. But yeah, I've been doing the gaming YouTube-y type thing for a while, and I guess it kind of had a bit to help me. Double dry hop. What is that? Double dry hop. What?
Fort Point Pale Ale from Trillium Brewing.
Interesting.
Trillium.
I want to say
tonight.
Who are you? Person who's talking up here.
All right.
Easy son of a bitch.
Thomas, person I've never met before.
All right. That is cheers. That is the YouTube name. Thomas Metal 75. I do the Massachusetts beer reviews channel.
I want to say last week I was in a live stream at the same time you were doing some kind of live stream, and I checked yours out, and somebody had like the worst sound quality I've ever heard in a live stream.
Is it better? Can y'all hear me now? Pretty clear?
Yes.
Yo,
No echoes, anything?
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Awesome.
All right.
Now, Eric, before you start doing that review, I gotta say bye to everyone. Nice seeing you, drunken one. Eugene, nice talking to you. Lance,
nice to kind of meet you, man.
And then Redbeard, we'll see you tomorrow. And Eric, it's always a pleasure.
I'm down, buddy.
I wish I had a damn Trillium beer here, but.
Hey, Tyler, type something in the extra chat for you. Type something in the YouTube chat.
You know what? I should do that too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I spoke for you.
Sorry. Put your name out there, you know.
We're not here to get stars, but
you all gotta grow.
Bam. There you go. Anybody wants to subscribe to my channel? There you go.
That's the way to represent.
I gotta give you money for beer, Lance. Wait a minute, what?
All right,
I'll do that in a minute. But
Gotta have some fun.
Cheers.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for the night. So I got to get up early in the morning. I got to hit the road. So
nice kind of meeting you for like 10 seconds, buddy.
Yeah. Not a problem.
Where can we find you on YouTube? Explain yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, just type in my name.
Put a comment in the chat.
Yeah.
He's John H. Pierre. He's the TV Rambler. He reviews beers from Mobile, Alabama.
He's
Jean Pierre.
Yeah. Beer Ramble.
Yeah, he's very French.
JANH.PIERRE.
Again, no, dude, just type something in the chat. Type something in the chat.
He's on the telly. I don't know how that's going to work.
All right, I'll go ahead and type my name right now real quick and just look at my name on YouTube. And if this damn thing will type.
Damn it. There you go.
I believe in
you. There you go. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much, Eric. Thank you so much.
Good night, John.
All right, later, y'all.
Jean Pierre.
I learned the other day that while I was doing a live examination of what the hell were we reviewing? Oh, stouts and porters. I brought a Trillium stout, a milk stout, and somehow Lance the Lush in Akron, Ohio goes, "Oh, we can get that beer in my area." I'm like, "What? You can get Trillium in Ohio?" Explain that one again, Lance.
Okay, it's weird. Like the store up the street from me is called West Point Market, right?
Yep.
And they have one dedicated person that orders the beer. I've talked to her, real nice lady, right?
Yep.
and she'll get some of the craziest stuff via trade with other retailers. So we can get it.
That's
now,
crazy.
how much they get of it is,
Awesome.
is a question, you know.
I'd say if you see it, immediately grab it because it's not going to be there for very long if people know about it.
Well, that's a lot of stuff they get because it's so hard to get. The people to snatch it up because she does the order on Tuesdays, but it takes a week. So it shows up Friday morning at 10 a.m. off the truck.
Sure.
So you need to help them get that shit out of the truck.
Standing at the beer aisle, wait to see what comes off that cart.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
There you go.
Yeah, I made a mistake showing up late, and I guess something I really wanted. Didn't have it.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm getting a phone call here.
But this is definitely the if I can look that up. I don't know that I don't think they have it available right now at their brewery. The Fort Point Double Dry Hopped here. It is 6 point. I don't think I actually reviewed the Double Dry Hopped on my channel, but it's 6.6% alcohol by volume, and it's just considered a pale ale. It's not one of their IPAs or double IPAs, but it might as well, here it is on Beer Advocate, it might as well just, taste like that and be like almost a IPA. They say it is, this double dry hopped pale ale contains the same base ingredients for both malts and hops as Fort Point Pale Ale, but with an additional dry hop of Citra. The added hops richly enhance the juicy tropical fruit aromas or flavors of pineapple and mango, create elevated green herbaceous aromatics and an increased body. It is brewed with two-row barley, white wheat, C15, and dextrin malts, and they're using both Columbus and Citra hops.
That sounds pretty fucking tasty.
Yeah, for me, I really, really like the original Fort Point, and as far as any of the varietals are concerned, they do a Galaxy Double Dry, Mosaic, Enigma, Nelson, Matueka, and a Vic Secret. I don't think I've had the Vic Secret or the Matueka, but just this one, the Double Dry Hop, is probably, for me, my favorite of the varieties. I mean, it has this... it has the look that you would think.
That's crazy.
These kind of beers have.
That's so fucking hazy.
And for me, the taste is...
God damn you.
Not only because it says double dry hop, but it is like the driest in flavor orange juice you've ever had in your life. And that, I mean, it has a really big orangey and then pineapple and then grapefruit. But the big note for me is an orange, kind of a juicy note. And then like 2-3 seconds later, it's like, I don't even remember drinking that. Let me try that again. And it just keeps inviting you to keep trying that thing over and again because of how extremely dry it is.
That's awesome. There's Soda City, my favorite actual brewery of all time. They're here in Ontario. And they have a series they're doing. It's called Adaptation. And it's a Kolsch that they then add. They use the Kolsch as the base. And then they've got, I've only tried their Mosaic series. They have one right out now. It's Idaho 7, I think, is the hop they used. But they make the beer to just showcase that hop. And the Mosaic one I had was like a dry hopped Kolsch.
Wow.
But it tasted like some kind of unbelievably juicy, fragrant, mind-blowing, almost an IPA flavor. It was so amazing. Randomly, my buddy Marcel is headed this way in about 10 minutes. So when he arrives, I shall be heading away. He's bringing some 2017 Kentucky Bastard.
Wow. Epic. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And actually, we might also do, I have a bottle of Thor's Hammer barley wine in the fridge. So we might get kind of trashy tonight. It can be a good time.
Sweet. Epic. But yeah, there's definitely beyond...
The look of that beer is crazy, man. That is so fucking hazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're very... I mean, it's not like... In some of these New England kind of IPAs, especially like the Alchemist...
What you want.
Especially the Alchemist beers, they can kind of be hazy to the point.
Awesome.
They can be hazy just because of the fact that, well, with the Alchemist ones, like the the Heady Topper and the Focal Banger and their Crusher, which is a 9% IPA, they actually tell you that they have this sediment in it that's created from it's actually a hop resin that is the sediment, which is
nice.
The number one reasoning why they don't want you to pour it in the glass, because number one, they don't want all that floating around in it, and number two, they actually think it's an ugly looking beer. But if you have to pour it, they say pour it really, really slow. But
sediment is where all of the actual nutrients are.
The point that I'm trying to make,
that looks awesome. I love the look of that.
The point that I'm making as compared to the Alchemist, there obviously is some sediment to this one, but it's such a fine amount of the particulate where it's nothing's really overly chunky in the beer, so it does that portion of the beer well. So besides this orangey note that you're getting and the really dry, almost spongy dry component to the beer.
If you don't have to chew it, then it's not a good IPA.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that mouth smacking component to it.
Oh, you just want to marching down your throat, huh?
There's a lot between, and I think it is the unfiltered nature of the beer. There's a lot between there being a spicy hop component to it, and there's the resiny hop oil character mixed with that spice, mixed with that tropical juice, and then underlining having that nice, almost like a bready Pilsner kind of a malt thing. But the white wheat malt, it's just unmistakable that a really great, for me, New England Pale Ale IPA has this either a nice white wheat malt or a nice flaked oat malt that contributes to this almost fluffy, kind of pseudo-creamy mouthfeel and texture and smoothness to it, where I don't think if you didn't use a white wheat malt or you didn't use a flaked oat, that this beer and the New England style, you wouldn't even be convincing me that it's New England style without that certain kind of a
little baby Jesus
thing.
Man.
Yeah.
You are going off.
So
holy Christ. Wow.
Yeah. It's 93. Right? They gave the same thing to Heady Topper, but for slightly different reasons. Heady Topper is a lot sweeter than this one. If you really like a drier, it's not bone dry. I had a bone dry beer earlier, but if you really want a drying kind of sensation and then other things with it, that's the one to go with. If you want a really bone dry beer, well then drink Bud Light.
Like I'm very much like, again, going to Niagara Falls to visit Chad next week, and on the way back, it takes me right through fucking Hamilton. I'm going to hit up Collective Arts for the first time ever. They currently have, I don't know, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a raspberry milkshake IPA with habanero peppers or some shit.
Okay.
That sounds really strange, but interesting at the same time.
Exactly. Like I really, really want to try that beer. And then on the way back, I'm also going to hit up, obviously, I can't ever drive through Gravenhurst and not Sawdust City. It is my favorite brewery in the world, and so I will stop there and see what I think. I think they still have some Blood of Cthulhu on hand.
That sounds good.
It's raspberry, cherry, and some other berry imperial stout, and it's $5 a can, but so well worth it. It's like 9 or 10%, and just one of the most unbelievably just complex, delicious, amazing, holy crap, it's so good stouts I've ever had in my life. Fucking awesome.
I want to try this on curiosity alone, you know.
They have another one called it's a coffee imperial stout called Long Dark Voyage into Uranus.
Wow.
Like it's the planet Uranus, but it sounds weird like that. But I haven't tried that one yet. I want to see if they have that one. I'm hoping they still have some left. But yeah, I love that brewery. I love it.
You gotta explain this. Oh, I see that beer on Beer Advocate now. Yeah. You gotta explain this beer that you had recently, Lance, if you haven't already. This very, as you would call, very epic eggnog IPA.
Oh my, really?
Okay.
Not very epic, in other words.
Who's that
going to beer on this one? This one pissed me off really, really, really bad.
You pouring a beer is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, man. Like, you got this random, like, fucking tap on a fucking hose. And you're like, it's awesome, but it's so weird.
Yeah, only Lance the Lush will bring that to the table on a Friday night.
I love it, dude. It's awesome.
No, here's what happened with Evil Twin Brewing's eggnog. I got this. I like eggnog, but I usually do it 151, right? Instead of doing 151 anymore, I can't do that. But this one I've been eyeballing for about a month. So I decided to pick it up on a discount, right? The nutmeg taste was there. The egg white taste was there, and that was about it. I bought 2 cans for $6, and the second one I got halfway through and drain poured.
And confirm this. They actually use egg white in the beer.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
weird, weird.
And as far as I remember looking it up on Tapped and Beer Advocate, it really was mixed reviews. There are a lot of people that seemed like they really, really loved it, and there were a lot of people like Lance that are like, this is just the weirdest thing ever.
I mean, like I said, like I've had eggnog beers and they've been really good. That wasn't one of them.
Wow.
Nicely put. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I figured I'd give it a chance, and that was not the way to end season 4. It really wasn't. Trust me.
Is your homebrew the way to start season 5?
Honestly, here's what I'm gonna do. Season 5, depending how work plays out, always start with Rubber City Beer Fest.
Okay. Cool.
Now, season 4 didn't start that way because I didn't upload it fast enough. But season 5 usually starts with Rubber City Beer Fest, and from there's my actual reviews start, because at Beer Fest there's a ton of quickies.
I can't wait for Beer Festival season to start back up.
Yeah.
Now, Cleveland has their Winter Beer Festival, I believe, next weekend. But I'm not going. I'm not paying $50 fucking.
Well, I've been lucky in that I was like last year, Lake of the Woods Brewing in Kenora. One of their reps contacted me and were like, "I love your videos, man. If you ever want to work at a beer festival, give me a shout." Yeah, damn right, I'll work at a beer festival. And last year for 4 festivals it was, I got paid like $16 an hour to serve some beer for a little bit and then go and do some vlogs, come back, serve some beer, go do some more vlogs, come back. I was basically getting paid to have an awesome time and drink beer. And I want to do that so much more. Oh, dude, you have no idea. The one festival even get 2 of them actually gave me an actual press pass. So I could go around and get like kind of exclusive fucking access and shit. It was crazy, man. Crazy. Good times.
I need that gig like this year for Rubber City Beer Fest. I'm angling for the stage.
I'm hoping to do. Let's see. That's my thing. Is like last year, actually, randomly, a good friend of mine, him and his girlfriend, finally got married after like 10 years, and they had me be the MC at their wedding, and they wanted me to be Redbeard and be like in character and stuff, and like start the be going down people of the wedding and all that kind of crazy shit. And I would love to get to the point where I'm like an MC at beer festivals and stuff. That's kind of like I guess my end goal with this whole Redbeard YouTube thing I've got going on. It's just meeting people and having fun and fucking, I don't know. It's I love it. I love it. Good times.
Hey Lance, send this link and invite Rod J Beer Adventures. He said if somebody was going to do something this tomorrow, that's what he said yesterday. Invite Rod.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if he's even still awake right now.
What? Well,
hold on. Let me see if I can send it to him. Hold on.
If you can't, let me know, and I'll try myself.
Wait. If you guys are just open to random beer tubers joining, I've got
not random. I'm not wrong. It's cool though.
No, I was gonna say I've got the Beer Analysis 101 chat in Facebook that has like 7 or 8 of us. Pretty much what I've got. I can just share it right there, and if anyone wants to go,
that's totally up to Lance. So you gotta ask.
I know. I am saying.
No, go for it.
No, Rod is cool.
Go for it.
We all know Rod is cool.
The only one that you might, I don't know, anybody might have issues with at this point is Lee is in there, and if he pops in, then we can kind of confront him and maybe get the full story on the whole thing that he has an issue with.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't need any issues, especially me being the only mod, and then they'll know who kicked him out of the shit. You know, I don't want to be that guy.
It's all fucking one. It's all him. It wasn't me.
Right? I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just saying if I have to.
You don't need that guy, huh?
Lance, right? Just make us all moderators, and then they'll never know. Shh.
Well, that's what happened.
Understand something. I brought it out. Got the band hammer, all right?
Got it. It's within reach even. Nice.
Actually, you know what? Every time I have a chat, and I'm going to bring this out for the band hammer.
You need like
you have a rubber mallet.
An actual small sledgehammer though, because the rubber mallet, it's cool. It's a band hammer, but it's a rubber mallet. It's not really that.
Well, I got one in storage. I can dig it out. You know, I got a nice 3-pound sledgehammer.
There you go.
There you go.
Actually, wait. Where's 1 second? Keep talking. Give me 1 second. I got it.
That gives a whole new meaning to beating your meat.
Oh, geez.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
You want a band hammer? You want a band hammer? This is the Annihilator Super Hammer.
Oh, snap!
It's
right?
got like a zombie spike on the end. This thing is like this is the ultimate demolition tool. I've used it like you can put a 2x4 in there, rip out a wall. It's got a bottle opener right there for whatever reason. It's got like a drywall blade in it. This thing is
like doing it. Like when you need to crack a beer.
This is one of several random kind of zombie apocalypse toys.
Thank you, dear. You're awesome.
I have a smaller version of it too.
Awesome. Thank you. It looks great.
You're welcome. That's it, man.
Right. We've got this multi-tool hammer. What the hell is that thing?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that one looks a lot better, Lance. The other one, it was really a pale ale. That one, wasn't it? What the hell happened? I don't know how it lost its color.
Favorite alcohol.
That's weird. Yeah,
it looked like you bleached your beer or something.
I don't know what the hell I did. I really don't. But it's trial and error being a home brewers. What can you do? Oh yeah, there is news. I didn't normally because Red Beard, since you're new. Normally at the start of the general chat, I do any beer news.
Oh, cool.
Now, there really wasn't beer news other than from my end. Now, if you go back and watch my Lush Talks live, I talk about what was going on, and I'll bring it up here. I brought it in the internal group chat. I had started a Kickstarter, right? And I've been sitting on doing this Kickstarter for a year. And the reason I'm doing it is because I have cash, I don't have cash. But I really want to get into home brewing. So what I did was I wanted everybody to be a part of it. Bottom line. I'm not going to take the money and run. I want everybody to be a part of it, get input, all the stuff. Now, I had one person here already, and that was Jace. I already go to the cause. So, we're going to see how this goes out. How this plays out. Because I don't know yet because it's running until March. But we'll see.
Your goal isn't ridiculous. I'm looking at it right now. Like, honestly, well, actually, I'll come Tuesday when I get my next unemployment check. I may spend some of my money that I shouldn't spend on you. Give me 1 second. My door is being knocked on, I think. So, yeah.
Security!
Right? This 2.5 pound dog.
No, I got a method like that. Bark real loud with a super small dog.
Those ones got a little teeth. I think they're wrong.
I haven't downloaded them today. So
there's like this much snow with ice underneath.
Hey, Red, you're gonna have to unmute your mic when you get back. Okay.
Oh, so
well, all right. We don't. It's not our business. I don't know what you're talking about. It might be a drug deal. What?
Yeah, but as I was saying, that's what's going on.
I told you, my buddy Marcel was coming over. He's here now. So
hi, Marcel.
Hello. Drunken One says hi, Marcel. Hey. Here, you know what? Here we go. Say hi, Marcel.
Audio too there.
There. Say hi, Marcel.
Hi.
Yeah. Woo.
Finish your beer. I don't have a beer myself.
Yeah. So, actually, Marcel said it's okay. You just finish up my beer. He'll hang for a little bit. Marcel can hang with us. Why not?
All right. We got a normie in the house tonight.
And actually, who was it? Somebody recently commented on one of my videos. I think it was the last one I did with Marcel. And the comment was like, why doesn't Marcel ever join in any of our online chats? Is he too cool for us or something like that? And my reply was, yeah, Marcel is too cool for everybody.
Isn't it cool? Their new logo?
Oh, the new Innocent Gun. I've seen that. Yeah. Fancy.
Did I hear that right?
The Innocent Gun. They changed their logo for their original beer.
Now, is that the one in the box?
That's the one from Scotland.
The one in Scotland is kind of not a box, but it's just in a bottle. But yeah,
okay. Yeah, I want the one in the box. I want a lot of money for that.
They've got a few actually. I think Marcel actually just pulled that up too. There's I've had a few of them. They're beers in boxes. The Vanishing Point Imperial Stout that I think is what Marcel has right here. Yeah, this is the most recent in a box one they have.
Oh, that's the one I saw last week. That's the one I was looking at.
It's an Imperial Stout barrel aged for 200 days at 11.0 ABV.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get in serious trouble with something like that.
Innocent Gun, like I've had beers from a bunch of breweries that are overseas and stuff. And as far as they go, Innocent Gun is, I find, for sure one of the best that actually takes the care to make sure their beers get here and are still all super nice. There's a fancy new bottle right there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Can we open that as soon?
Yes, please.
Very polite. Yes, please.
But yeah, man. That's how we roll.
Good.
That's how we roll here in Canada. We're not rude. We're all polite.
We just say
actually, Marcel being polite isn't the most common thing. So,
in Massachusetts.
Wait, what did Homer Simpson say? They're we say that they're America Light or something like that.
God,
nice America Light.
We just say, hand me a fucking beer.
Light.
That's hilarious.
Give me a second. Northeast.
Yeah, hand me a fucking beer, kid. Shit, guy.
I mute my.
Y'all see the external comments? I like Jason's last comment. It says, "BeerTube is one collective dysfunctional family."
That's
yes, we are. Baby.
True and false, all at the same time.
Yeah. We get.
But we have fun, and we're housebroken.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Cheers to the beers.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, I have to give a shout out. Okay, it's kind of off the wall, and maybe it's good for you, maybe it's not. This is a woman. This is a woman that acts like a redneck man. She paints on a mustache and a little soul patch here, and she's been on YouTube for like 6 years, and she's only got less than 500 subscribers. I'll dig it up and I'll put it in the link here because I'm the wrench. Her name is Cletus Kirkenberger or something. Whatever. She's
weird name.
The girl that plays a redneck guy. She's drunk through every that I've looked at so far. She's awesome. She deserves more. She deserves more attention. I'll dig it up and I'll put it in the comments.
That is some weird sounding shit, buddy. Weird.
You check it out for yourself. Hey, why do you think I got so many subscribers? Not everybody has to be like normal. But I will dig it up and I'll put it in the chat.
You think I'm anti-normal or like pro-normal?
We didn't say you were normal.
Come on.
We didn't say you were normal. I think Marcel will cover me on that one. I think he's on my side with that. Ain't nobody saying I'm normal.
Wow.
Okay, let me dig that up. And if you go by and look at it, if you like it, great. If you don't, whatever.
I guess we are happy.
Sorry.
I guess
she's gonna do a tattoo for her 500 subscribers.
I wouldn't see.
I guess we are a happy dysfunctional family, right?
I'd have it no other way.
B was the stout. B was the session IPA. C was the full IPA. D was the
I like the C. D I found way too sour.
Oh.
Gross.
We were just like randomly talking right now. We're trying to talk quietly, but I'm seeing right there. You guys can still totally hear us. It's pretty good. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
We're debating the asking like the Nickelbrook, a brewery here in Ontario.
Oh, Nickelback. All right, favorite band.
A mystery 4-pack. There was a stout, a session IPA, a New England style IPA, and a dry hop sour. And he's asking me. I voted for the sour myself.
Ooh, yeah.
Just because, in my opinion, they already make one of everything else. Like they've got a regular stout, their cheeky bastard, and they had a half bastard stout. Their session IPA, I want to say the Naughty Neighbor. It's like that's their pale ale. It's basically a session ale. Like they've already got something in that range, and their headstock IPA is already a really good IPA. And the sour beer, like they have their raspberry Uber, but it's a flavored sour. This one here is just a straight up night, and it's a good. And Marcel just said it was too sour for him. To each their own.
See,
when I drink a sour beer, I want it to be like mouth puckeringly sour.
Yes, but I like the mouth puckering sour to go somewhere. Sour for the sake of sour is just like the half hour on Earth beer. They've got the different levels. Like I'm fine with a lemon sour or peach or raspberry, but sour for the sake of sour is just one dimensional.
Oh, that's what you're saying. You have a Sour Patch if that's the case. It's a piece of sour candy. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We'll give you that. I just myself though, like I thought it was really good. I like that kind of.
And it's cool that it was a mystery pack. It was 4 random beers you had no information of.
I am quite interested to see which one overall will win.
Apparently, C is ahead by a huge margin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it's good, but at the same time, it's weird because like New Ontario, the brewery here, they've got their flagship beers are their Bear Runner Blonde, Treetopper Red Ale, Frisky Pete's English Pale Ale, and their Clothing Optional Session IPA. And on the board in the brewery, there's one more space for a flagship beer. And I keep telling Mike the Brewmaster, that'd be awesome if that beer was a like good 6.5%, 7% hoppy as hell, really nice IPA. And he's like, it won't sell. It won't sell because North Bay, the North, there's so many like people like blonde ales and they like their Coors Light and they're Canadian. Like there's a stupid number of people in this area that straight up won't even walk near the craft beer section. It's crazy.
Well, same thing here in the States. It's the exact same thing.
It's too confusing for a lot of people.
Like that in my videos. Anytime I have like a blonde ale or something that I feel is comparable, like it's not going to be offensive to anybody that likes a Bud or something like that. I'm like, this is a fantastic transition ale. If you want to get off the mainstream, like you're supporting nothing but these huge conglomerate companies, you want to actually try some craft beer, support local and stuff, transition beer. Like even like this ESB I'm drinking right here.
You should be making your
eventually. That is like I've got Drunken One here. I've got Lance here. There's like this is homebrewer. I've got connections.
Yeah, but it's not.
They will teach me.
It's not hard, dude. And it's trial and error. You're going to learn and find all the different.
We were talking about all this before you got here.
Oh well, I'm sorry I'm late to the party.
You're right, mate. What happened? Like actually, you want to hear it? I'll show you.
Lance is like they'll do that.
Oh,
this
Lance, explain all this right now.
They got worse and worse. More I drunk it over the day, got lighter and lighter. This is the beer I'm drinking now. The other homebrew was supposed to be. That's supposed to be the color.
Right.
Yeah, he's one.
And that color looks good. I'll tell you that. That color looks real good. It looks like fine beer.
And like right now, like Lance, top up your beer.
Now, this one? Well, this beer here.
Do the tap thing. Crazy tap thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I got creative. I pulled out the other keg, and I did this. I'm going to pour some now.
Yeah, do your ghetto pour. Your Akron ghetto pour. Sorry, your Akron ghetto pour.
Hey, we get creative around here. We wanted that bad. We'll find a way.
That's so awesome. I love that.
See, I'd like to still. I'd like to make my own liquor.
Yeah, see, I don't really have any.
Oh, come on now. Not moonshot, but make proper corn liquor and put it in an oak barrel, age it, make my own whiskey.
Hell yeah.
Now, I know how to do it. Now, while I do it, I'm just not going to jail.
Well, that's the downside of it.
Oh, the jail time? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You don't have to ferment it to be like 90% alcohol by volume. Everclear. Come on now.
No. My family, like I'm from down south, my family has made it forever, right? But I just refuse to do it for that reason, even though I know how.
Yeah, right. It's illegal. Right. I could do it. I choose not to. I'm not going to lose a farm over some whiskey. There's no sense in that.
It's not worth the risk because I want to give it away to my friends. I'll start talking. It's not worth it.
So my plan though was to do it in an ice shack in the middle of the lake. We have little ice huts because our lakes freeze right over.
Yeah.
And put a still in an ice shack in the middle of the lake. That way, if they take it, well, they take a shack. They're not taking land. It's kind of international waters, even though it's just a lake, but still.
Yeah, we one of those local constables, like all these fishermen just hanging around the shack. They start getting curious, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I like with that, you know.
Nosy bastards.
Yeah, well, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Even though my understanding from my home brewer is, like you were saying, you don't have to have, you can have it up to an X proof, but they sell the stills right off the shelf.
Oh yeah,
with a waiver from, of course.
You can buy a water bong too, but you can buy a water bong and you can drive it home, and if you get pulled over, you can show the policeman your water bong.
Look.
The first time you put a nugget in that son of a bitch, now it's paraphernalia.
Listen. The only reasoning that bongs are legal is because you can still smoke tobacco in it, all right?
Yeah, because everybody's
But if
you can buy a still for nostalgia purposes. You can we call it reverse osmosis your own water. You can distill your own water.
If you live in Massachusetts or California or Colorado State or Washington State, you technically, I say technically in quotes, that recreational marijuana is legal. Although our Attorney General, which for those that don't know, an Attorney General, the Attorney General is no more than.
Are well aware of how ridiculous shit is in the States right now.
Yeah,
how Jeff Sessions thinks marijuana is the same as heroin.
Yeah,
I'm aware of that.
For those that don't know, an attorney general is the exact same thing as being called the lawyer, the appointed lawyer to the United States. His name is Jeff Sessions. You're right.
Like
his thing is that he wants to try to not to get off topic of beer here, but he wants to try to take these loopholes from Barack Obama's administration. I don't understand how they work. I don't really care either way. I would rather see marijuana legal though, but there was some kind of a loophole in President Obama's administration that allowed each state to decide their own legalization of marijuana laws. But as long as marijuana is considered a controlled substance to the federal government of the United States, then it's really supposed to not be legal. But somehow there was a loophole that allowed it to be legal to individual states.
They basically said, like, at the federal level, it is still legal, but we're going to let the states do what they want, as long as they're doing it kind of by like whatever books they've got, like not selling to kids, not, fucking up in that way. And now Jeff Sessions is like, no, we need to get rid of that because I have big ears and they're collecting all this marijuana vapor in the air and it's getting into my head. And he's such a fucking idiot.
The problem
is 1950s winter madness bullshit. All right,
exactly.
All it is.
It makes no sense at all.
It doesn't.
Like, and marijuana is a gateway drug and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't care. I'm on the internet right now. I've smoked marijuana since I was like 19 years old.
Never.
And as far as a gateway drug,
not for you.
I've never done anything. I've tried mushrooms a couple times.
I
have no interest in it. I don't care how awesome to anybody says any high is. You're not sticking a needle in me with anything.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't understand that. One of his main, I know this has nothing to do with beer, Lance. I'm sorry, but I thought I might bring it up. He seems to think that our Attorney General Jeff Sessions, he seems to think that it's like heroin in the same way where the buying and distribution of it can cause a lot of violence in society. Which
no, you're right, because like this is the general chat. We talk about anything, but you are right.
Yeah.
As an example, like across from my apartment, a 2-year-old died from a heroin overdose over the summer, right?
Oof. Two?
A 2-year-old, yeah.
Damn.
Mama left it out.
That's horrible. Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
And I told her landlords, I saw him like a week later. If I would have known that, I would have personally gone over and beat the shit out of her.
Oh, for sure.
I would have pulled my aluminum baseball bat out and probably killed her with a couple of blows on principle. I would have done the jail time over that.
Well, I appreciate what you just said, but I'm going to just say right now, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yep.
I wouldn't know you right now.
Exactly.
You would have done some probably pretty serious. They would have been like, some people would have been like, you're justified. At the same time, you would have been like, yeah, but you beat someone to death with a baseball bat. There's still
laws.
that.
I do understand that.
Like Christ, no, but like, yeah, no, I don't mean, like, you have a kid,
you know.
You have a responsibility to that kid, and that comes before anything else in your world when you have that kid. Like, I have no kids myself. He's got one, and
little fucker.
What he just said, kids can be little fuckers, but he's a great dad. I've met his kid. He's generally a pretty great kid.
It's a responsibility that doesn't end.
Yeah.
And a 2-year-old, like my 10-year-old knows better to not go near anything that, like, wow. But it's your responsibility to not bring heroin into your house. Like, heroin should never be in your house. Period.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be around it. You shouldn't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
You shouldn't needles. It's all bad. It's all bad.
I'm completely okay with never in my life being friends or associating with anybody who is a heroin addict or a meth head or a crackhead or like be a pothead, and we can be good friends.
No, I'm with you there. Like, I have no problem with pothead.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Fuck sakes.
It's like another example. Like, I remember back in the mid '90s. Remember back when I was a teenager when meth first showed up. That actually got me off shrooms. I was a big shroom head at the time. It got me off that because I knew my hands were full of that bullshit. You know, I'm sorry, I'm getting mad here, but that's
crazy.
I'm looking at the chat.
Such a subject.
I want to say honestly, I don't think I ever even like North Bay, Northern Ontario. It's out there, but it was never like all the drugs are here if you know who to talk to. But like in my circle of friends and like my world, I never even heard of meth. I'm pretty sure until I first saw Breaking Bad. That was like my intro to like what is meth.
Lucky ones.
Like, but that's like again, like I'm sure people here like Marcel just said, as if he probably did know of it before then. But like it was just never in anybody I ever knew, any circle of anything. It just never came up, and there was never any overdose deaths on the news being highly publicized and shit. And it was just
where we are centralized in Ontario. The major highways intersect, and we're a major like drug route for
I know.
Hells Angels and truckers and all that.
Again, more the surprising that I didn't know. I agree. I know what you're saying.
But meth isn't. We get like oxy problems, but
yeah, again, like here in Canada in general, the opioid epidemic with OxyContin and all that kind of stupid bullshit,
fentanyl and all that crap.
It's getting pretty crazy. But like again, like
you never had that because
there's no like
in Akron, there's no one to pay the price for it.
Yeah, there's no like huge drug illegal drug overdose problem in Canada right now. Like there was in Vancouver on the West Coast a few years ago. I can think of a whole lot of homeless people and like hookers and people like that were dying of heroin and overdoses and that kind of shit. But I'm pretty sure they've more or less got that kind of under control. And now it's like the nationwide opioid crisis is what's fucking things up. And those are legal drugs that are being prescribed. That's what makes it that's what's all the more crazy about that right now. It's fucked.
It is. And that's just about everywhere, you know.
Lance, are you reading the comments in the journal?
I'm kind of sort of. I just got all riled up and the subject turned into stuff like this, you know.
What are you?
As they were before. They're okay right now.
No. It's just funny now. Yeah, there's no trolling going on. No,
I think I came in a little late, but when I did. But what are you drinking, Drunken One? What were you drinking?
This is a homebrew. This is supposed to be a red ale. I followed the instructions. It didn't come out red. I don't know. My mouth and tongue can't see that, so it's all good.
Is it not a very balanced beer with the malt?
Is it not what now? I'm sorry?
Is it not balanced enough between the malts and the hops in the beer?
Oh no, it tastes great. It's supposed to be a red ale, and well, it's not red. No, it's quite flavorful. It's fine. It could use a little more carbonation. I've only had it in the keg for a few days.
Now, I have a
so it's
question.
not
Like,
quite,
turn out more of a nut brown ale, maybe? Or no?
Yeah. It just didn't come out very red. It's got a quarter pound of brown and quarter pound of red in it, but it just didn't get that red color for some reason. I don't care. It tastes good. It's on time. And, it's cold. It's cold and it's on time. So, what's everybody else drinking? Lance Lush, Mr. Lance.
I'm still working on my ghetto American light ale right now.
Oh yeah, of course you are. No natty daddies for you tonight.
No. It's all me tonight. It's all the homebrew. I drop over dead. You know what happened.
I'm still on the double dry hop Fort Point. I may soon change to Mosaic dry hop Fort Point pale ale from Trillium.
Burn in hell, you lucky bastard.
Okay. No, wait a minute. I heard on the news there is a legit gateway to hell somewhere in the world.
It's called Hell, Michigan.
Yeah, it's called Michigan, right?
There's a town in Michigan called Hell, so you know.
Oh God.
And what was it say?
Gateway to hell. It's a real thing. I read it. That means it's real if it's on the internet, right?
You're damn straight. Trust everything.
Yeah, it's in Turkmenistan, by the way. It's called the Darvaza gas crater, or locally known as the door to hell or gates of hell. It's a natural gas field that collapsed into an underground cavern, becoming a natural gas crater. There you go.
Actually, come to Akron. It's the only city in the world I've ever seen where the sewer steam was 100 degrees outside.
Fun. Must be fun living in the city.
It has its advantages, but it sure as hell has its disadvantages, let me tell you.
Are there good breweries around you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
I have one. Well, there was one down the street from my house, and they moved. Any place I can get to is a semi-short walk or a bus ride away if I had to, even if I'm driving again. So I can get around. There's enough good breweries just here in Akron. Yeah, that's why I'll be going to Cleveland. They have like 30 up there.
Wow.
30? Damn.
Yeah, I was telling everybody, it took me a few days to get through all those.
I believe it. What stands out to you in your neck of the woods as really exceptional beer? What's something that sort of you always seem to go back to in your area?
All right, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta ponder this question. It's a good question.
All right, cool.
You're gonna take a leak. Be honest. You're gonna piss on it.
No, drunken one. You are the administrator at the moment, so you have the floor.
Oh hell. Oh hell. No, the best beer in my area. I haven't been to all the breweries out here so far. As a matter of fact, it's only been one I went to. But I did get a 32-ounce crowler. They canned it there on site. It was a 7% IPA, and it was stinking awesome. It was just stinking awesome. There wasn't nothing wrong with that. Got a little bit of footage into the brewery area, and so that was kind of cool. A couple of little shots from the tap room, just to kind of show where I was at. I was actually looking for beer boxes to get rid of the bottles.
Nice.
Got the kegs, so I'm trying to get rid of the bottles. I still have quite a few, but I had way too many bottles. So I'm getting away from the bottling and going to the kegging. All right. Did you wash your hands?
Right to the keg.
To answer the question, it all depends. It all depends on the time of the year. It really does.
Oh, like what variety of beer these breweries have?
Yeah, like since we're in the winter time right now, I'm naturally a porter guy. So I'm gonna go straight to porters, right?
Sure.
Now, the one beer that really stands out for me is my go-to beer.
Color of porter.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said you look like delicious porter. I don't know. I was being
No, and much as I can't stand this brewery for reasons has nothing to do with beer. Well, the beer, but for a different day. I have to say Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald.
All right, yeah, I've heard of that one.
Your Great Lakes is different than our Great Lakes.
It is.
There's the U.S. Great Lakes and the Ontario Great Lakes. They're very different.
Yes, they
I
are.
want to try some of yours, and I bet if you saw all of what ours has to offer, you'd probably want some of the same.
I probably would actually. No, but the Edmund Fitzgerald being a mass market
vlogs.
No, I was going to say Edmund Fitzgerald for a mass market porter.
Yeah, have a good night.
We're taking off.
Okay.
Cheers. Let's talk
Thank
to
you so much for having me, dude. Anytime. Yeah.
Massachusetts beer reviews. Check me out.
Yeah, Tom. Nice meeting you. Massachusetts guy. Also, feel free to here. I'll do it again. Random comment. I'll go a little less crazy than the last comment. There we go. Even better than last time. Awesome. And yeah, feel free to check out my channel and subscribe. And excellent. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
No problem.
Peace out.
Cheers, Trillium.
Where's the damn hang up button?
How do I hang up this damn video? Damn it.
Yeah. As I was saying, for a mainline beer, that's one of the best porters I've ever had for a mainline. It's not a Baltic porter, anything, nothing crazy. Even though I would kind of wish they made a blackberry version, but that's never going to happen. Just to be curious how it turned out. Now, as far as the summertime, it really depends. It really does. Because I start going more to the IPAs in the summertime, but not a heavy IPA. I want to keep it right around 50, 60 as far as the IBUs. Even though Millersburg French Ridge is very good because it's so deceptive. Because they say the IBUs is like, I believe, 65, but if you drink it for the first time, you think it's like 90.
Wow.
And it masquerades.
It's not very malt.
How does he pardon?
It's not very malt forward, in other words.
Not really. It's more hop forward.
Okay.
But it masquerades as a double. You know, it really does. And if you're not drinking it, you've never had it before, you think it is a double right from the start. And that gets you in trouble real fast.
On
top of the local stuff here locally.
Yeah.
But in general, you're more of the darker kind of a beer fan.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, that's what's up. I'm drinking a red/brown ale. I like some stouts.
You don't know what color it is. Is it red? Is it brown? Is it blonde? Is it no? It's not red.
If you have an imagination, you might say red-ish, you know, but no, it's brown ale.
So when you think about brewing a red ale, is there any kind of like the malts? Is there any kind of like? Is there a way that you would toast the malt, or do you buy malts that are specifically supposed to kind of?
Oh no, yeah, they're right. This has got an amber malt to it that goes in there. Like I said, I just followed the instructions, but it was like a quarter pound of the other one, the amber malt. But there is some kind of red X or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, Lance? Can you help me with this? There is a particular kind of malt that is supposed to be like super duper red.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I never used it before. I know what you're talking about, though.
It's like red X or something.
Yeah, I for red ale. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it's supposed to bring a lot of color to the beer. Yeah. I think it's red X, but no, I mean, like I said, I don't care. It all tastes good, but
that's good.
It's not quite what I expected. I expected something a little more amber, you know, a little more red.
Sure.
So who is pick not something? I have been on the in all kinds of chats and all over the internet, and I have never seen that name once.
Huh.
I've never seen this name myself, you know.
Nope.
Right. I mean, he's not causing trouble quite yet.
I don't know if he wants to jump on or not.
Well, I got some redneck questions or whatever. I'm not sure what to think. I don't know. If that's as bad as it gets, we're all right, you know.
You know, I'm actually gonna send him a link over, see if he wants to join in real quick.
Let's do it. Why not? We're live.
Who's that? The L. Picnic? We don't know this guy.
We'll get to know him.
Stranger.
If he reviews beer, he's a friend of ours.
Well, he's got 4 subscribers and no videos, if that means anything.
Hey, he's got 4 more subscribers than the local drunk down the street.
Okay.
Oh boy.
SAS. Okay, now I'm not. Okay, now I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's nice.
Uh-oh.
It's hiding.
Okay, that's not going to work then.
Right,
Sorry, Arkansas Beer Reviews.
He doesn't want to get on.
You do it this way.
Yeah. This is definitely a really, to go back to beer for while you do that, Lance, this is definitely warming up some. I mean, I had a beer earlier that I did a beer examination on. It was from Connecticut. It was a hoppy blonde ale. It was more of a sessionable beer at 4.5%. That beer was very dry. It had initially a lemony, pineapple, kind of a tropical fruit taste, and then like maybe 2 or 3 seconds later, it almost got bone dry. And it kind of, as it dried, because I think it's either because of the yeast strain that they use, it was from the Kent Falls Brewing Company, either the yeast strain that they use or just their background in doing a lot of sour beers and farmhouse beers in their portfolio. It almost had that light tart souring component when it dried. So it was very bone dry. It had that New England, like a pale ale kind of a taste. And then it was that almost tart kind of a Saison souring note at the end. So that was very bone dry. So for me, that was a very different drinking experience. I gave it an 89. It's still a really great beer, but I just can't think of that beer and drink it and say, oh yeah, blonde ale. No, that was pretty much a New England pale ale.
Now I have a question with that. Like when you start drinking it, now what you're describing it, they go through the phases as you was drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely, the nose as compared to the taste was definitely way more sweet and malty. Now, when I first took the sip, there were, like I said, a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 seconds where it had a sweet, tropical, pineapple, and a lemony, if you believe that note to it, with the white bready, almost a Pilsner crackery malt in the background. And then, like I said, 2, 3, 4 seconds later, it got completely bone dry. But luckily, as it got bone dry, it didn't all of a sudden lose all of its character. There, like I said, there was a little bit of this tart souring note. It wasn't a huge element to the beer, but that's exactly what it did. As it dried, it had a souring, slightly tart element to it that made it kind of interesting as it dried out. I said it was a medium bodied beer, but definitely on the light side of medium. I suppose some people could have called it a watery tasting beer, and that wouldn't have been incorrect for those folks to say that, but it was definitely on the watery side of medium. It was pretty crisp. It was bone dry. It was pretty clean. And was it refreshing at 4.5? Hell yeah, it was. For me, I just kind of wish it had more malt character and a little bit more sweetness. That's what this beer here, this double dry hop 4-point pale ale at 6.6% from Trillium is doing. I'd say it's pretty dry beer. It's like a dry orange juice, but it still has a lot of malt and it still retains some sweetness where it's just not sucking all the moisture out of your mouth when you drink it, which is nice.
Okay, but basically, like, it's not like a super English dried and like it's so dry to a point you think you're getting cotton mouth. It's not that dry.
Yeah, let's put it this way. It's not it wasn't Bud Light dry. That's pretty dry beer. It wasn't like a dry Japanese lager. It wasn't like that.
Oh, okay.
Not quite, but it was pretty dry. Which was just kind of I don't normally associate blonde ales or even pale ales like that. So it just kind of took me off guard where I kind of went, all right, that's really wow. It's like you drank the beer and then it immediately invited you in to drink more of it because it didn't leave you with enough time to really contemplate what you just drank.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So in that regard, a very interesting drinking experience for sure, which is what I loved about that. It definitely was a experience for sure in a very positive manner.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Well, that does make sense.
So yeah, but this one is definitely, it's pretty dry. I mean, it does say double dry hop, but it still has a little bit of that sweet orangey pineapple in the background to remind you that you're still, and some of the malt to remind you you're still drinking a beer, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Thus, New England in a glass, in a nutshell.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And once again,
Vinyl Rhino's been talking about this this beer festival they've got going there in Cincinnati, Ohio, something. Ah, shit, my internet's about to crap out on me. Anyway, and he showed a beer list last night that must have had 500 beers on that thing, and they're bringing stuff from all over. There's one coming from Germany even, and it's supposed to be some huge beer fest. Do you know much about that?
Yeah, no, the one in Cincinnati.
I think it's Cincinnati.
One of the biggest beer festivals in the country.
Is it now? All right.
Yeah, Cincinnati is a huge drinking town, and they've always had the beer festivals.
You know which one I'm talking about?
But it's pretty good.
The one he's going to, right?
Yep, that's the one Rod's going to.
Did I say did I say Albino Rhino? I meant Rod J. If I said Rhino, I meant Rod J.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He's in the neighborhood, so he has to go.
I'm sorry. I kind of spaced out there. It was like I got sidetracked. I will be right back. My computer every night shuts down at 9:02. I will be back. I've got the links and I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Hey, Lance.
My computer's stupid. I gotta give it my IT guy. I'll be back.
All right. Oh, we had Mr. Brooklyn, New York, Michael joining us. Welcome.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, it's a general chat, so we're just yapping right now.
I'm gonna get a beer.
Eric, you gotta love it. It's Friday night, and everybody's just rolling in and out like they always do. And all of a sudden, it's just me all of a sudden. What's going on around here? Hey, Michael, what did you just open?
A 6-point smoothie, a New England styled IPA.
Oh, really?
There it is.
Oh, nice. Now, I noticed more of a question for Eric. I don't know where he went all of a sudden, but like, far as any IPAs, like I was telling you one time before, it's like I expect to see look more like Sunny to Light, you know. But this is a little bit darker. So you can give a little more backstory on this one.
This is from. It seems like 6 Point in Brooklyn brews most of their beer now in Memphis, Tennessee, that goes for national distribution.
Oh, okay.
But what they do now, they allow people in the New York area to buy some of the beer if they buy it in advance and then pick it up on a Saturday. And this is all exclusive beer that's not sold at any future time.
Yeah, you were saying that one time before. It was like, I'm just trying to figure out how that worked. I mean, you explained it, but it's like, if it's via lottery, I won't stand in line for 5-6 hours.
No, but this is the kind of, at 6 Point, you're prepaying it with a credit card. And then you're picking it up. I was talking about other half where you wait.
Other half, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
So what this is a New England style IPA that's 7.2% ABV and 22 IBUs.
Oh, okay.
pretty smooth. I mean, it's from a couple of months ago. So I'm finding too that I do start believing some of the, and it's not a myth, it's true, that IPAs do have hop fade if you wait too long.
Oh, yes, they do.
I mean, they really do.
Really, yeah. Mr. Michael, can you bring your camera down? You kind of look like Ziggy, like when you just stick your eyes in the
It doesn't like to stay. I have to figure out a way to weight it so it'll stay on.
Okay. You have to go back up.
Better?
Got you.
Yes, sir. That's better. Yeah, we can see. Yeah, it was just eyes and forehead. we couldn't.
Okay,
see.
so I'm an IPA kind of guy. I like IPAs, but they seem to be better drank fresh because once the hops fade, I guess is what I'm saying.
No, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, you're so totally right. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
And even if they're well balanced, once they fade, it's not going to come back.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. See, used to the hops were just used to be able to act as a preservative, but then they trained us to drink them fresh, like really fresh. The fresher, the better.
And then you get spoiled.
So, I'm on with that. Yeah, I'm on with that. So there's I've had different kinds of IPAs. So hey, we're still here. Some are like the juice bombs that are just full of the hop flavor, and then other ones, is it the New England style that are the ones that's still IPA, but it's more malty than hoppy?
No,
it's
the juice. They make the juice bombs.
It's more juicy.
Oh, the New England are the more juicy ones. Okay,
right.
Because there's a little pub in my area, Molly's Pub, and there's lots of stuff on tap and an IPA. And she said, "Which one?" I said, "Just start me with one." Then she started me with like the juice bomb that were really that's kind I like. And then she said, "Well, here's another one." She passed me a different one, but it wasn't very juicy. It was quite a bit more malty. What is that variety called? What is that one?
So that may be another of the eastern, the northeastern styles that is maybe more malt forward.
Oh, okay, I get it. It wasn't bad, but I didn't like it as much as I did that juice bomb. That juice bomb was amazing. That Trillium one. On Congress Street. I think I'm saying the right thing. Congress Street.
Yeah.
Eric lives in Trillium.
Right there. I'm telling you, that was a good beer.
I just had a Trillium. You didn't see that, Michael Kormaroff. I just got done drinking double dry hopped Fort Point Pale Ale.
How was it?
Pretty delicious. I'm gonna go, if I can open a damn beer somehow. I'm gonna go drink this Weinstefaner Hefeweizen beer. There's a good wheat beer. I'm gonna try to open it with this lighter. Maybe it can work. There we go. Yes, success.
It wasn't a twist off?
No, real German beer. That's not a twist off.
After I asked.
That wasn't a twist off.
In a traditional wheat beer glass called a teku. I'm gonna swirl it for all our German pals watching.
It's just so funny. I like that guy.
You should brew a Blue Moon clone there, Lance.
No, thank you.
Oh.
No, like the one thing with Blue Moon, I'm not the fan of the quote unquote cloud beers, but I will drink them if put in front of me. I just have no desire to make them. That's all.
It's just too thin, just too lackluster. There's just nothing to it. Is that the right? Am I thinking the right thing? The Blue Moon is like a wheat beer.
Pretty much.
You got a banjo. In the comments, forgot we're listening to Hank Jr.
Oh, there we go. There's Hank.
Where's the banjo, damn it? Is this going to make the beer better?
It might.
I'm just curious. I didn't mean to be an asshole if it sounded that way.
So
it might, Rabbit.
Drunken One, where are you located?
I am about 40 miles north of Houston, Texas.
And how's the beer scene there?
It's pretty good. I need to make it out more. I don't get out much. I homebrew a lot. So I don't really have I don't drink a lot of store-bought things. When I do, I don't always drink store-bought, but when I have anyway, yeah, Sam Adams is a good. They make good beer. Sierra Nevada's got some good stuff. Lagunitas is one of the best beers out there. But no, I'm a home brewer by hobby, so I try to do that. But breweries, I stopped by one of them a few days ago. A little video on my channel if you'd like to see it. And they gave me a little brewery tour, and I came home with a crowler of an IPA of 7%. It was really good. I was very pleased with it. I prefer stouts, but I like IPAs. Yeah, but no, yeah. I need to get out more to answer your question, I guess.
This is a good season.
There's a few breweries around locally, like really locally, but.
We're in the season more in Houston. We're in the season for stouts and dark beers because of the weather and just the general way it is.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No. Yeah, I like some stouts. I like the coffee ones. Those are really good too.
But those you can't really sell are because the coffee flavor doesn't hold up for whatever reason. It tends to change as well.
Yeah, but
yes, sir.
I've never seen Eric play his guitar on one of these.
We're not having a here. Come on, man.
All right, Eric.
A little bit of the Beatles for y'all.
Say something, I guess not.
Some bitch.
I'm out of tune, but there you go. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
What I was going to say is, like on Facebook, Eric posted a question, name the musician. This is about a week ago. I should have answered it, even though I've been way, way, way wrong in the video he posted. Yeah.
Oh.
Immediately I heard, I thought Eric Johnson. I knew that wasn't the right answer.
Oh, and my phone is ringing, and it plays the solo to beat it when it rings. There you go. That was my buddy Mark. I will mute that guy. Anyways, yeah, I play guitar. I've been playing drums for the last 18, 20 years. I play harmonica, a little bit of keyboard, and the kazoo, if that's an instrument. No, I guess not.
Yeah, we'll have to come by and check your channel out.
Sure. I post a lot of musical stuff on Facebook, not so much on the YouTubes, but maybe I should do that.
Did you Eric every Wednesday night about our thing? Maybe more people will come.
Yeah, Drunken One was doing the Wednesday nights with Jay for a while there. Yeah, I've been taking. I don't want to say I've been taking over the Wednesday nights, but Michael Kormaroff here and I have been fronting the Wednesday night beer reviews now. So we've been doing them every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, just like Jay, and we're keeping it beer related on Wednesday nights.
Oh, okay.
Just
Jay
like
was
this.
Getting a little bit too hard alcohol oriented. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, we did stouts and porters last week. 2 weeks ago, we did
Wild Card.
Well, we did. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we did a wild card. Just bring a beer. 3 weeks ago we did English beers. Next week we're gonna do this coming Wednesday. We're gonna do flavored beers, and then I have a couple of ideas coming up for some reviews. But yeah, flavored beers next Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So by flavored beer,
my job. Oh
yeah,
man.
by flavored beers I mean any other ingredient that's brewed into beer that's not water, hop, yeast, malt, corn, or rice. So if your beer is brewed with chocolate, you got a flavored beer. If it's brewed with orange, I guess Blue Moon could be considered a flavored beer, so on and so forth. So join us on Thomas Metal 75 channel. We can send out the links and
hey, are we plugging your channel here? Wait a second.
I was asked about that.
Is that the rules? No, I'm just checking with you. Okay. Here's you.
Is that one of your home brews?
That is indeed. Yes, sir.
Call it.
The Blues.
That's my dry staff. $17 a 5-gallon bucket for that wonderful product.
That looks nice.
Now what is that? What into that one?
Oh hell, you have to ask, don't you? Have to check. Thomas, you're awfully loud, buddy. Give me just a second. Sorry for the close up. This one was propping up my computer. I'll tell you what went in it. All right. Let's go. Hee-haw all over again.
Why would that story? With this story, drunken one about to tell us?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, wait. You're talking with the whole Texas thing, aren't you? Well, my golly, here we go. We're gonna give you a recipe for right now. Real quick, okay. All right, I'm ready. It's 8 pounds of Irish Pale, 1 pound of dark crystal, 0.75 of roast, 0.75 of flaked barley, and a 1/4 pound of chocolate.
Did you write that down? You got to clone that.
It's right here. No, I got it written. That's what's up. Yeah, I got the whole recipe. I'll give it to you. Y'all want it?
Lance got to clone that.
It's got 1 hop drop only at 5 minutes, and it's Target.
Ooh.
It's now the Target.
What do you? What problem is I can do everything but the chocolate. I'll do everything else but that. So I got to figure out something.
What's the chocolate? What's the chocolate problem?
No, see, like I have to take meds for it. 'Cause I'm allergic to it.
Oh no! Boo!
I mean, it's not like chocolate. It's just chocolate.
I got to take pills, take a shot.
Wait a minute. Could you?
It's a chocolate malt. Is that the same? Really? Does it do you that way?
No, okay, chocolate in general. Since I'm so allergic to it, I can't even do the malt. I can do the oil out of the chocolate. That's white chocolate, which makes no sense.
That's what I was gonna ask. Could you still do a white chocolate instead? It might taste different though.
All day long. They say because the way the beans are set up, if it was just ground down and done it like you're saying, drunken one, I can't do it.
Ah man,
the oil out of it, no problem.
Well, no, it's just chocolate. I don't know. Is that literally like chocolate, or is it like a malt that tastes like chocolate?
No, far as I'm talking, the same thing.
I can't hear you. Thomas, easy, killer, easy.
No. According to the doctors, it's the same things. I've had the same allergic reactions to it.
I'll be darned. Yeah.
So why run the risk if I don't have to?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So if you ingest chocolate, what does it do to you?
Okay. Let's say like I did a review and I didn't realize it had chocolate in it. Right. I'll get the shakes really, really bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I can do the smell for the most part, even though it makes me nauseous. Now, if I eat, let's say I eat a couple of Hershey bars, right? I run the risk, and it hasn't happened about 25 years. The last time I had 2 Hershey bars in a row, I had a seizure.
Holy crap! Well, yeah, that's no good at all. Wow.
Yeah, no chocolate beers. We're doing chocolate beers in 2 weeks. That's not going to work well for Lance. No, we're not.
Yeah, if I get a white chocolate one, I might be able to swing it.
Could you substitute something else for the chocolate that would have a similar effect?
Only would be coffee, but it'd be good coffee. That'd be the only thing.
Very dark coffee.
Wow.
And I'm talking like Blue Jamaica coffee, and that's $50 a pound, and I haven't bought it.
Right.
You can't mess with allergies.
Myself over there. Blue Jamaica, $50 a pound, like 1 pound a year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's definitely a splurge.
Sorry, Purple Rain by Prince.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh. There you go. Yeah, this is pretty good. We did.
Prince is dead, man. Prince is dead. No, really, he's dead.
Exactly. When did we do this review? We did a review a few weeks ago, and for some reason I've been holding on to 2 bottles of this. We did a review on my channel on the Wednesday nights with Michael Komaroff, and we did the
you did
the
that,
German
and
beers.
I did the Samuel Smith organic.
No. We're talking about the German ones. You did the Dab original.
Do you remember what I did?
Yeah, and the German beers, you did the Dab original.
Right, and so somebody else who did it with us also. Somebody, was it Michael? The other Michael from Canada, or was it somebody else?
He might have. I'm trying to remember if there was anybody else in the German beer review. I can't really recall that.
It's funny. I keep all this stuff so I can look it up.
But yeah, I mean, as far as doing a really great, authentic Hefeweizen from Germany, I mean, this is practically like they wrote the book on how to make a good Hefeweizen.
Okay, now I have a question with that one.
Yeah.
Now, was it originally created by monks or actually a company?
This is actually German. I don't think they're actually the monk brewers. They've been around. They've been continuously, the Weinstefaner company here has been continuously brewing beer since the year 1040 AD.
Oh, so they've been around for a while, so they know exactly what they're doing.
Apparently, yeah. They are still brewing under the purity law of 1516, known as the Reinheitsgebot. And thank you.
Eric,
they're the ones that create. I don't know if you guys had tried that at one point. They're the guys that made the Infinium, which is almost like I think they call it a Champagne de Brut or Champagne. I think that's the style of beer. So they collaborated with Sam Adams to make this. It was like a champagne, but made with beer ingredients, and they called it Infinium, a Champagne de Brut. That was the beer style.
Eric, the other person who did it with us was Jay, and he did the Spaten Optimator.
That's right. That's a pretty cool beer. The both of you with the Dab original and the Spaten Optimator that I didn't even realize is they're authentically brewed to German purity laws in Germany, but they're not even sold in Germany. You can only get them for export out of Germany in the United States.
And we met that other guy, John Annalee from Atlanta. He came on.
John Anneal. Yep.
John Anneal.
Yeah,
he came on.
And
he's been with us since. He's done other ones since.
Yeah, no, John's a good guy. Yeah, he's been a bunch of these.
That's just funny that I guess I never really thought about that until that review, that I never really thought about Germany just making beers purely for export out of their country. That's how you get that, even a beer style like a Dortmunder export, where it's just specifically made to export out of that country. Like, wouldn't people in Germany want to try that beer that they're exporting? Why not?
Well, isn't that what you were saying, Lance? That or maybe it was Rajay. You were saying that y'all were going to get together, have some kind of like brew, like what we're doing now. And there's people over there that can't get the beer that's made. Where it?
Yeah,
that was Redbeard that said that.
Maybe Redbeard. Okay, yeah. I forget exactly who. I see a lot of people. Yeah. They're talking about beers that everybody was gonna try. it's made can't get it. It's all exported away from them. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
It makes totally no sense. I mean, come on now.
They can't even get Molson Ice or Molson Triple X in Canada. It's only sold for American market, and it's only brewed at the Coors facility in Colorado. Even though it has the Molson name on it, it's not Molson in any nature besides that.
Right. Yeah, that's the way a lot of them are turning.
I guess.
It's all about that dollar bill. Dollar bills, yo.
Dollar bill Gates, yo.
Well, all of a sudden, the hotline all of a sudden.
John might come on.
Here we go.
Come on.
John. Who's John O'Neill?
No, John Pierre.
Oh, John H. Pierre again.
Oh, he'll be back?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Well, I just told him that we're on your channel. He would have the same access to the link on Beer 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was here a while ago.
Let's play the Beatles. Come Together. Come Together by the Beatles.
John probably goes and took off right after that.
There you go.
Find you a small gig somewhere just playing Unplugged for 4 or 5 hours.
No, that song's depressing. We can't play that song. Tears in Heaven. That's a depressing song. Oh, give me all your lovin'. That's a great old little band from Texas right there.
Imagine that.
I've seen them once with.
I can't play that. I don't know if he's going to monetize this or not. I can't play that.
No, the video is monetized. Like, I don't know if they'll catch that one though, because we're so deep into this one, in this thing.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just won't find you. Don't think about it.
Yeah, I've seen that band once with Leonard Skinner live. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah, that'd be a freaking excellent concert.
Yes, everybody yells, "Play Freebird," right?
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Enough of that.
It'd be Leonard Skinner and Steve Miller used to come by well, they still do, but it's been a while since I've gone. But come by every July and August. July and August was Steve Miller and Leonard Skinner.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, it was great. Yeah, get the cheap seats. Those are the best ones. The ones on the hill, an amphitheater. Get the cheap seats. You can sit back there and smoke. Well, anything.
Right.
And drink all you like. You know,
on a really nice.
We used to sneak in a flask. Anymore, they pat you down.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sneak in a flask and have a couple of pre-rolls or something maybe.
You must have
years ago.
You must have a very similar amphitheater to me. We have one that's called there's one in Hartford, Connecticut as well. We have one that's called it's gone through a lot of different names in my town. It's now called the Xfinity Center. It's same kind of deal where it's one of those 23,000 seat outdoor amphitheaters. And it's really nice. It's really nice because one of the shows, I've been to a ton of shows over at that place. It's like 10 minutes from my house in my town. One of the nicest ones that I ever went to is my buddy and I. He lives 2 minutes from it, not even. We went and saw. I think it was Bad Company, and Joe Walsh was playing 2 years ago over there, or a year ago, and we went, and it was like 70 degrees outside. We just rolled into the venue, bought a ticket. It's like, yeah, we'll sit in the lawn in their seats they got. It's like, that's the perfect weather to go and do that with a couple of beers.
Yeah, and our weather here is good for outdoor theaters. It's even better when it rains. It seems like you don't know, no, it's raining. No, you don't understand how much fun it is. Watching people slide down the hills, just everybody goes in clean, comes out filthy and drunk and stoned. Oh my god!
Oh, I went to an Oz Fest one year. I don't even remember. It was like 2003 or 4 maybe, and literally people. I think it was during the band Drowning Pool. People were literally tearing. I remember this distinctively. People were tearing up the sod in the lawn and chucking it all the way from the lawn to the stage, and the whole seated section just kept seeing these parts of lawn being thrown towards them, hurtling towards them. It was the weirdest experience at a concert.
What freaking crazy Yankees doing up there? Jesus Christ!
Getting a little drunk in the lawn. And then it happened a few years later during the band Disturbed. And their singer Dave Draymond was so like drunk or stoned at the time, he just had to go, wait a minute, time out. You're not supposed to throw the grass. You're supposed to smoke it. And everybody at that point stopped throwing the grass and went, wait a minute, he's right.
Jeez.
God. Just drink an IPA. It's the same thing.
What a mess.
Yeah. That was the weirdest thing at a show I've ever seen.
I would say Eric's beer reviews. I didn't think he'd show up tonight. He says, "What's up, players?"
I see that. I'm a player. Eric's going overseas. That joker's going overseas.
That's why I didn't expect to see him at all.
Wait a minute. Where is he going?
He's going to UK. He's going to London. He's going on the grand tour over there. He's going for his business work.
Oh, nice.
Work and he's going over there. Going to do some running around. His boss said he's going to take him up to another place to visit some other breweries or some crap. Eric, you want on? We'll let you up here. Play me some sloppy old blues. As long as Lance is cool with it, and with you playing slow sloppy blues, some slow, some slow sloppy.
Now this is the time I wish I had a soundboard.
Well, now here you go. That's me, baby. Got the board. What you want? Feel like I'm right at home. I do me some blues, man. I do me some blues. Sunday afternoon, there's a little there's a radio station.
All right, go ahead. I don't think I was in tune very well.
Lance, when are you going to start brewing that beer you were telling us about?
Okay, now, since I'm in the middle of getting ready to change jobs, it's going to be a minute. So at the earliest, it's going to be towards the end of February. I don't want to hold it off that far, but I might have to.
Because we're interested.
It's just one day.
I gotta make sure I have a roof over my head first.
Okay, that's important. You have to know where you are, no question.
You got an empty fermenter, just brew the bitch. Let it sit.
Well, I go get the stuff brew it tomorrow if I really want it. I don't want to starve to death.
I don't have any supplies, so I'd brew one with you tomorrow too.
I'm looking to now have you guys seen the home brewing with the Lush videos? They're pre-taped. Now I want to do like you did Drunken One. Like I want to do a straight up live one. I just haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it just yet.
I gotta write you a theme song.
Who, me?
Straight up which one? What did you say, Lance?
I want to do a straight up live brewing session. Like you.
Oh, a live brew session. Okay.
And yes, write you a theme song for your beer review channel.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Come on.
I have probably one of the softest intros you've ever seen in my beer reviews. Come on.
Come on, we can do it. I'll write you one.
All right. I'll hold you to that one day. I'll say, like, what happened to that intro you were telling me I'm right?
What about your nice bluesy number?
It's about 15 seconds, though. About 15 seconds makes for a good intro.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you don't want to lose their attention.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll write a good one. I'll think about that. Get back to you on that.
All right, that'll work.
Sure.
It's almost 11 o'clock. Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, the night started off really slow and it started to pick up. And outside all the stuff that went on in the chat earlier, it actually turned out pretty well.
It turned out good. Yeah. Right.
I heard about it.
Yeah, because his bad boy came out, right? Then Red Beard one up me was the zombie apocalypse one.
You have your enforcer out.
No. Drunken One requested to be an admin. So I made an admin. Then the banhammer came out and forced quickly.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have to use it. I gave a little. I'm not taking this shit, and that's what I put in the comments. And I said, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be the tough guy. But if nobody's willing to take that role, then yeah, I'll kick your ass out of here. You're acting a fool. I'm an asshole. I'm not a trouble starter. I don't like to fight. I don't fight. I don't like to fight. But if it comes down to that, then you got to do what you got to do. I'll be damned if somebody's going to sit in the chat and act a fool. We'll just ban ass and you're gone. Block you or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't want to be that guy.
Eric, you know who I'm talking about. If you can
I do. Yep.
The guy from
I know who you're talking about.
The guy from
I've experienced him over the last.
Have you seen the guy from Pennsylvania who gets on the reviews? He's drunk and he's obnoxious.
He's by far not as worse as who we're talking about right now.
And he was somebody who was on earlier tonight?
No, I don't think so. They're talking about a gentleman up north in the country of Canada.
Okay.
Not our good buddy PA Brew News, Paul. He's not quite as bad.
Never have been.
Oh no, Paul's awesome. Yeah. Y'all gotta lay off Paul now. Wait, I got Paul's back.
I just had a bad experience.
He had a bad experience with Paul. I don't think that's.
But I got over it. I'm fine with him now.
Yeah. But Paul is off the hook for sure. Don't take anything he says to heart. Right. He's got his opinion and stuff, but Paul's not a bad guy.
He's a good beer guy.
Right. I'm still on your side. Don't take hate. I'm just saying. But Paul's all right. Paul gets drunk and Paul says a lot of silly ass shit, and that's what makes Paul. That's what makes him
that's
so
why
cool.
I let it go. So I know he's been drinking, so I just like, you know what? He's been drinking. He's having fun. Who cares? You know.
He's an interesting character.
He gets raunchy.
He's an interesting character.
He gets raunchy. He ain't right. He gets raunchy and he ain't right. But Paul is not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy.
He's fun.
Thomas, what are you up to over there?
He's sucking and blowing and strumming and stroking.
I'm trying to tune the guitar so I can play a harmonica with it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm going to be Neil Young in about 5 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna tie some cymbals to his knees, and it's on then.
I do play drums, but you better close the chat out before I start doing this live.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh man.
And he's playing the tuning song. It's the tuna song. The tuning song.
He's getting ready. Just silence it. He's going to come on.
No,
he's gonna have some.
In all honesty, like
he's gonna look like the monkey doing that. The monkey.
No, but in all honesty, I do gotta get off here like here in a few minutes because like I'm on babysitting detail 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Shut up! You're kidding me.
No. My cousin.
Oh, we're ready to play live. No, I won't.
Go ahead.
It was one of those ones where like I got asked to babysit earlier in the day, and I said yes because I had nothing going on in the morning. Because the weather outside is so crappy right now.
You don't have to be coherent to babysit, do you?
Actually, no.
Bonbons. That's what all the other babysitters do.
Well, I got to get up and make breakfast, all that kind of stuff.
Good job, Eric.
Find this man a gig somewhere.
Yeah, please. I need one.
Shadow taker one's for me. Wait.
Yeah, find me a gig, please. So yeah, they're Heart of Gold by Neil Young. There you go.
We got to find you something somewhere. We got to.
I got to write you a theme song. I don't know if it's gonna be with a harmonica, but I got the recording rig. I can write you a song.
And Lance, I want to try some of your homebrew whenever it comes through.
Okay, now here's the deal with that. I'll make the same. I'll make the same deal. I'll make everybody else. When I feel comfortable enough to send it out for review, even on camera, off camera, I'll send it out.
Okay, we're ready.
And if I get hammered, I get hammered at that point.
No, I'm willing to do a review of it. I know your stuff will be good.
And I'm not drunk in one where he has one thing I don't have, and that's called experience. But it's
it's just nothing to it, Lance. The more you do it, the more it'll become comfortable.
It's the little things I don't know. You know.
I'm still working on it. I just, I don't have a whole lot of extra gear, so I make it simple. Have a good time with it, and if it turns out all right, then it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right now. Yep.
That's
have
my plan.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the experience. It's all about the brewing.
The journey. Yep.
It should be relaxed and laid back. My suggestion to you is don't start drinking until maybe all the wort is into the brew kettle.
No. I don't start.
Don't start early.
Outside of the last one I did, I was just chatting while I was brewing. I try not to drink anything until I know it's almost time going to primary.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I went deep into the process and start drinking.
Pace yourself and nothing else, but start without being hungover. You know, that's a really good start.
No, I always start stone cold.
Just where things go a little more smoothly.
I can't find my way home.
Good job, Eric.
Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Home with Steve Winwood.
That's great.
There you go. I got to write you a song, Lance. That'll be cool for your channel.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I
Thank you. I just know what, because like I'm one of those 1980s Hall & Oates jazz fusion guys, you know.
That's I'm with you on that. All right, we can do that. We can work with that.
Right. So who's
We'll write you a sitcom theme song from the 80s.
Oh, jeez.
Hootie was that what?
Making your way in the world today. Everything you touch. No, not cheers. But cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Cheers to beers. Look at that one.
Beautiful. Hey, I tell you guys what, I gotta get off here. I gotta get some sleep so I can do this babysitting.
Oh, Lance, that's the babysitter. Go.
We're going overtime,
right?
Everybody have a good weekend. I'm gonna head out too. Eric, I'll talk to you soon. Nice meeting you guys. Take care.
All righty, Michael.
Cheers, guys. Y'all take care. Good night.
Cheers.
All right, I'm gonna sign off here. Like, Drunken One just dropped. Eric, I think for sticking around for me and good music. We needed that at the end of the night. But for all you coming up, I'm Lance. Always be careful from the and stay tuned for the next edition.
Until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers, and Lance, we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.